can't play my deal with SmackDown.
Oh, I forgot to hit go live.
Oh.
Welcome in, welcome in. Back on my main, I won my appeal. Welcome, welcome. Hello, 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 YouTube. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I won my appeal. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Mag is especially gross today. Oh, great. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. Freedom Day for a lot for those who celebrate. All right. I don't have my backup phone because my son lost my backup. So I'm going to have to play the Diava SmackDown song on my computer. And I won't have a backup to bring up until he finds it because he's supposed to be finding it right now. I know YouTube's not going to be able to hear it. I'm sorry, YouTube. You won't be able to hear it. But for everybody else, in the couch. Be right back. What is the badass of SmackDown Queen? Diana is the badass of SmackDown Queen. Stop being so emotional. That's for you, MAGA. Especially you, MAGA men, the most emotional creatures on the planet. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. There's a little multi-guest button next to the comment section. That's a little pink and blue person. Just hit that where it says guests and come on up. I don't have a backup right now because I don't have my backup phone because my son lost it. And he's looking all over the house for it. And I can't do this without it. Wes's L son.
He's in a room, y'all.
No, it is an L. I told him to stop taking my backup phone if he was going to keep losing it, because he loses it all the time. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. If you do not know where the button to request up, just put a 1 in the comments if you're a Trump voter, and I'll bring you up. I'll invite you up. Put a 1 in the comments, and I'll bring you right up. Yes, it's ThunderCon Thursday. If you voted for Donald Trump, I think I might be being shadow banned because we haven't even hit the For You page yet. Hey, Cindy. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Feel the thunder. Yeah, I won my appeal and got my account back, but I haven't hit the For You page, so I'm thinking that I'm being shadow banned a bit. So if y'all could share the live out, keep on tapping, interacting with it. Hopefully it'll throw me up on that For You page. I really do appreciate it. We can try to get somebody in here for a conversation. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request, come on up, or type a 1 in the comments and I'll bring you up. If you voted for Trump, put a 1 in the comments and I'll bring you up. Hi over there, YouTube and Twitch. All right. I don't even see any MAGA in here. Here, MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. I don't know how people don't know where the guest request is. I have no idea. All right. Everybody just keep tapping that screen. Hopefully we get up on the For You page quickly. If you voted, hey, Atlanta Aviator. If you voted for Donald Trump, you're going to hit the guest request to come on up and or just put a 1 in the comments and I'll bring you up. MAGA are scared. They're either scared, they regret their vote, or they don't know how to defend this shit anymore. Did y'all see today? Oh, y'all, it's so funny. Did you guys see today what Trump announced when he's going to announce whether we're going to be dropping boom booms on Iran? Did you hear the time frame he said? Did you hear it? Danny, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Did you hear it? Fucking 2 weeks! Of course, 2 weeks! Everything's coming in 2 weeks! We're gonna have biggest and bigliest healthcare plan ever, better than Obamacare, better than anything else in 2 weeks! Like 9 fucking years later. Where is it? The infrastructure package, this huge infrastructure package is coming in 2 weeks. Oh, Jen, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. He's going to announce whether he's going to drop boom booms on Iran in the next 2 weeks. Everything is 2 weeks, and it never happens. Never. I almost absolutely stroked out when he said that. I was like, oh my God. Oh, 2 weeks. Of course, the elusive 2 weeks. I literally, because he said 2 days. Remember, he's like, maybe it'll be a couple days and I'll let you know, blah, 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 blah. Now it's like 2 weeks. It'll be another publicity stunt. He's keeping the media. He's keeping everybody on edge because he's cruel and he's grotesque. He's keeping the whole world and everybody on edge. Is he going to drop a boom boom or is he not going to drop a boom boom? Oh, we're going to keep him guessing. He is sick. He is psychotic and he is an absolute menace to society. It's all performative. It always is. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request, come on up, or drop a 1 in the comment section. I'll bring you right up because I don't have my backup up here because my son has lost my phone, my backup phone, and I can't do anything. Can't bring up my backup. Can't see my Cash App or Venmos. If anybody sends me anything, I'll have to log in on my computer to see if I can see those, because otherwise I don't know what else to do. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. My son is still cool, though. How come you can't do anything? I don't have a phone finder. Nope. That's an old phone that has no cell service. It's just Wi-Fi. I use it to check my Cash App and Venmos, and I use it to bring up my backup accounts during my lives. So I can't do any of those things without it. Because it's my backup. It's an old phone that has no cell service, so I can't call it. Yeah. Kind of screwed. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Nope. Don't have any apps on it I can call either. Nope. Do not. Every single day he gives it to me between 3:30 and 4, so I know I have it. And today I'm like, where's my phone? And he's like, oh, I can't do it on Facebook Messenger. I'm on my phone. Trump is making boom boom in his pants. Yes, happy Juneteenth. I have a background I was going to put up during friendly time. I was going to put up the Juneteenth, Freedom Day, during friendly time. Siri can't find my phone. It's not an iPhone. I appreciate you guys trying, but there's nothing I can do until he actually just finds my phone. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. If you don't know how to find the guest request, then kindly put a 1 in the chat and I'll bring it up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. All right. Find my phone is iPhone. Anyway, I don't just Ava's not helping him, so she's like, I didn't lose it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. I can't tell him to look for. Please, okay, I appreciate it, guys, but I don't want to talk about the phone anymore. I can't do anything about it. It's starting to annoy me. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Cassie of Troy, Ava, I love that kid. I do too. She's pretty fucking cool. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Probably shouldn't have been mentioned it. Yeah, apparently. I mean, I appreciate the tips, but it's just all he has to do is all he's got to do is find it. There's nothing else I can do. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's have a conversation. If you don't know how to request up, just put a 1 in the comment and I'll bring you up. Well, thank you guys for hitting my goal. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you. I might have to do a restart. Like, there's nobody here. I can't get a single Trump voter to come up here. Not sure why that is. They either regret their vote, they don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I don't know what it is. TikTok, no, Donald Trump extended it 90 more days. The TikTok ban has been extended for 90 more days. I don't know, Cindy. Or are they may be crashing out on other lives. They could be. Yeah, till September. September 17. Oh, thank you, Tammy. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Let's chat. There has to be Trump supporters in here. There's no all 400 people in here are Kamala voters. They're taking the holiday off. They don't even know it's a holiday. What are you talking about? They don't even know it's a holiday. They don't celebrate Juneteenth. They're racist. But I do love that Dodger Stadium did not allow ICE to come in. I have Trad blocked. I won't talk to him. He's loathsome. He's so gross. No, they don't even acknowledge it, let alone celebrate it. Oh yeah, they're not letting ICE in. They're like, yeah, fuck you. They shouldn't have to allow ICE in. That's a private business. The stadium is owned by somebody. They don't have to let ICE in. Who the fuck do these people think they are? Fucking Gestapo or something? Like trying to get into private businesses and get into stadiums and shit like that? They don't have to let them in. Some of us have jobs. Everybody has job, Willy Wonka. You know you're not allowed to. You know you're not allowed to come in here. They would have to have a specific person with a warrant for that specific person to be able to get into there. If they're not letting them in, they don't have to let them in. I know they're paying bounties. They got to get a warrant and do it the right way. Do it the legal way, not the brown shirt way. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Go get a legal warrant. But these private businesses, these people, right? A judicial warrant, right? Not an immigration warrant, a judicial warrant. A judicial warrant is a different type of warrant that it has to be. ICE is already running out of money. You think Congress is going to give them more? I don't think they can they? They already hit the debt ceiling. Willy Wonka, shut the fuck up. You come to my live every day. Look, you got your Cash App. Look at you got your Cash App in your bio now. He sees everybody else. He sees everybody else getting paid Cash App. So he puts it in his bio. Nobody wants to send you any money. Fucking Willy Wonka Quattro or whatever. Comes to my live every day. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Is he still looking for it? Oh, huh? Did he ask him to? I asked him to ask. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. They're not wearing uniforms. I ain't showing the picture again. It got me a timeout because I showed a picture of ICE and they said I was promoting violence. I'm like, yeah, why don't you tell Donald Trump that? We agree. But my agent was able to give them an explanation of why. I had it up there, and I wasn't promoting violence. It was actually a picture of ICE, and they reversed the appeal, or they granted my appeal. Did you look at mine? Did you leave on my bed or anything? Where you're going? I'm on a live, dude. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Elle, thank you for subscribing. Hey, Crystal. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. MAGA massive L for being scared. I've been up here 25 minutes. Ain't nobody come up yet. Oh, Donnie, 2 weeks. Everything is 2 weeks. 2 weeks from never. He's just doing it to manipulate the media and be like, oh, keep the world guessing if we're going to go into World War III or not. Oh my God. So gross. He's so gross. Oh my God, no one. I think they're leaving. I think MAGA's leaving. They're already talking about the 25th. Ooh, Val, come up. Let's talk for a minute. I know you probably didn't want to request yet because we've had no, but let's talk. They ain't coming up here, so. If I have to do a restart, we might as well talk about it now.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
They're Congress has already brought up the 25th. They've already started questioning about the 25th. So this is going to get ugly, and kind of what I said was going to happen.
Well, you've got MAGA very divided. There's a lot of MAGA that are very divided. You've got Tucker Carlson, Steve Bannon, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Joe Rogan, even the fucking older millennial here on TikTok. Like they're all like jumping ship if he goes to war with him. Like, and then you got the other half are like, yeah, we have to do it. They're divided.
These little fights have been going on inside. And this is what I said was going to tear them apart to begin with.
Yep.
When they brought in Elon Musk, and then they, you know what I'm saying?
And then the religious side.
The corporate side with the religious side. You were going to see these fights, and you're going to continue to see these fights. And what's going to happen, and the Heritage Foundation is going to win this fight. Okay, and this is what people need to understand. The Heritage Foundation has J.D. Vance. The Heritage Foundation has about 3/4 of his cabinet. And what people don't understand is to the Heritage Foundation, he's truly nothing other than a useful idiot.
Correct.
And that's what you're seeing. And
because JD's their guy.
Right. And as he starts moving back and forth, and you know what I'm saying, and playing these games to try to play both ends against the middle to try to get money, he is going to lose this, and the war is going to be the end of it. Because what any type of thing like this with Iran or anything like that puts boots on the ground, people get upset from both sides of the aisle. Okay, and that ends any chance of him becoming president or them keeping the House or the Senate. I mean, that's historically the case. And as these things move forward, the Heritage Foundation is looking at it as they're losing ground. And if they think they're losing ground, they're going to kick him to the curb as the useful idiot he was. That's
correct.
What they're going to do.
They just wanted to get into power. J.D. Vance doesn't have the following or he doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have the following. He doesn't have the cult following that Trump has. Even though he'll get most of the Heritage Foundation stuff done, but.
Oh yeah, J.D. Vance will push towards the Heritage Foundation stuff the same way. This conversation won't end. J.D. Vance doesn't have the pull Trump does. He doesn't have the power Trump does.
No.
And he doesn't have the base that Trump does. And
correct.
That'll hit. The Heritage Foundation, I mean, I can't tell you how many that I talked to y'all before, you know what I'm saying, the election are like, oh, we don't want to part of Project 2025. He has nothing to do with Project 2025. Project 2025 ain't real and all this stuff. And now that you're starting to see those policies come through, people are starting to try to back off. And that's what you're seeing nationwide.
Yep.
I mean, and if you do not understand the threat that J.D. Vance poses, and he posed when this man walked into office, because it wasn't him that picked his vice presidential choice. It was an apology to the Heritage Foundation for trying to throw them under the bus. And now we're going to have to pay with that apology. But you got to remember, J.D. Vance sets in the position to start that process for Article 25, and the Heritage Foundation holds 3/4 of his cabinet.
Yes, he does. Do you think they'll do it?
Oh, I almost guarantee you they'll do it.
Who would become VP? I don't know.
That would be J.D. Vance's choice.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know. Whoever he chooses.
Probably another person from the Heritage Foundation.
Oh, I'm sure.
Somebody we probably haven't heard of.
Right. Somebody with no experience, someone that's incompetent, someone that's just a Christian nationalist. That's it. That's all. Oh my God, Mike Johnson. Ew. Ew, Stephen Miller. I would die. Oh my God. I don't think he gets Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller is too much of a.
I think Stephen Miller would be too much for him. I think Stephen Miller would actually throw the public further off, and I think they know that. It'll probably be somebody we don't know.
Speaker of the House is next in line, but if he becomes president, he still gets to choose his own vice president.
Yeah, he chooses his own vice president, the Speaker of the House. That doesn't move the Speaker of the House into vice president.
That's only if something happens to the president and vice president, then it would go to the Speaker of the House. But that's like line of secession stuff, but
Russell thought is a thought. You know what I'm saying? That might be because, even though a lot of people like us know him, a lot of the general public really doesn't know who Russell Bott is.
If you voted for Donald Trump, you can hit the guest request. We're just talking amongst ourselves because no Trump supporters are requesting up. What do you think about him saying he would announce whether he's going to boom Iran in 2 weeks?
The plans already, right?
I know, but he said he'll make a decision in 2 weeks. That elusive 2 weeks.
It's like healthcare.
That's what I said. Healthcare, infrastructure. It was 2 weeks. When I heard that, I'm like, no, he didn't say 2 weeks again. No. He has a concept of a plan. He couldn't do a healthcare plan now. There's no funding. There's no budget item. There's no budget line. There's literally nothing.
If we wanted to, because I'm telling you right now, the Republicans are not raising the debt ceiling.
Nope. What do we do if Vance becomes vice president? You think it's worse than now?
I do.
Do you?
I think it gets worse because it pushes more of the Heritage Foundation policy.
I mean, I agree with that, but I don't know.
It pushes us closer to what the Heritage Foundation wants to get done.
So Gilead.
Exactly.
So we'll have more people like Andrea Smith and Georgia that they used her corpse as an incubator.
Exactly. You'll see a lot more of that.
It's gross. I will be so fucking out of here. Oh my God. I know they want I know they want women in the home. They don't want anybody working. Women's places in the home. Yada, 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 yada.
There's a whole, you can look it up. There was a deal where the House, I think it was the House member that was questioning part of his staff on the 25th.
Trump will back down and say he saved us from war. You're probably exactly right. He's not going to do it.
Yeah,
if it meant 2 weeks, it means never. That's probably true.
And I mean, this is a Netanyahu game, right? So.
Well, because, Heritage Foundation is very much aligned with Israel, correct?
Yeah.
Because they're trying to hasten the second coming. They're trying to hasten because it biblically things have to happen in Israel in order for Christ to come again or whatever. So they're trying to facilitate the coming of Christ.
Right. I mean, I think that's people talk that and don't get caught up down it. That's really not the Heritage Foundation's thinking. They will say and do whatever they need to say to try to turn this country into a theocracy.
Right, but I think they have a section of about Israel in Project 2025.
Yeah, there is. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying, but you got to kind of read around the lines. Some things are built to fire people up to make them think sick coming, make them think that living in a theocracy is good.
Correct. Right.
What they're really about is the theocracy.
Which is what my mom said, by the way. And when I told her about Donald Trump was actually going to be the one who was, blah, 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 she's like, good. It'll just hasten Christ's coming. That's what my mom and dad are waiting for.
Right. Yeah, well.
That's why they're like, yeah, this is great. And I'm like, what?
As we all get older, we get closer to seeing them, but not in the way they think.
That's true. I'm just like, whoa. And I mean, when my mom said that, I'm like, you are crazy. Like, I'm like, that's sick. I literally told her that. That's when I made her cry. That's why I told you, I said, we can't talk about politics anymore because she always ends up crying. Because it's just sick. I mean, to be honest with you, like, yeah, just let the whole fucking world burn. That's why they don't care about climate change. That's why they don't care about, they say climate change doesn't exist or whatever, and they don't care because Earth is not their home. They believe their home is in heaven. And so they don't care if the world burns. They don't care.
Somebody said the aliens would come first. I'm telling you right now, in the state of this world right now, if somebody had the technology to actually come to this world,
come and get us, man.
Stop.
We won't stop you.
No, they just wouldn't stop. They'd keep going. We'll find them next.
Like, come on, bring it. If you're coming, come get them. Come get us now. Well, that's what I say, one golden Nubian. How can you make it to heaven if you don't take care of your home and the people here on earth? And I say that to the racist people. Like, do you think heaven's segregated? Like, I don't want any illegals. They don't belong in our country, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do you think heaven's segregated? Like, there's going to be a white section and a brown section and a, what are you doing? You can't claim Christianity out of one side of your mouth and then be racist on the other side.
Hypocrisy. Hypocrisy is their MO.
It's incongruent with reality, or their reality of heaven. Like, do you think heaven's going to be segregated? So you're just going to have. I know Oslo is going to have his special place. Hi, Oslo. That's not Oslo. Who's that? It's Lesko. Oh, you're the Trump supporter. Are you Oslo's friend or foe?
Roommates.
Oh, Lesko. What do you think about Trumpy Pants?
I think if Trump forced out J.D. Vance become president, make Trump vice president.
Oh, God.
Then resign. So Trump president again. Let's go. Have you even looked at the Constitution? No.
You don't care about the Trump supporters. Don't care about the Constitution.
No, don't care.
Oh my God. What'd you say?
We want dick potato.
A dick potato?
And by the way, Donald Trump pooped his pants because he's too busy working hard for America to go to the bathroom.
Is that why he wears a diaper?
How many calories of swing do you think that golf club has? A million.
R-rated Sesame Street. Someone says the R-rated Sesame Street.
Let's go. How 365 days in a year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You sure it ain't 364?
Yeah.
God. Let's go. Do you think that we need to have? Do you think that in 365 days, maybe the president should at least be in office? Let's say 150 days.
As many as Trump he get.
Many as Trump need he get.
Trump maybe only need one.
You spend a lot of money on candy, don't you, Leslie?
Yes.
And you're the person that goes and buys 4 candy bars and wonders where the 5th one went.
I just snorted, sorry.
What's Oslo say to all this? Is Oslo shaking his head right now?
He upstairs.
He upstairs.
Probably filming liberal stupid pants video or something.
So you think all liberals are bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think liberalism is bad?
Yes.
You do?
Yes.
What?
No, I'm not liberalism. I'm not liberalist.
More than you know. Let's go more than you know.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on a bit. Let's go get the big screen. Oh my. Oh, there. Hey, buddy. I find it ironic you're orange.
Yes, for Donald Trump.
Did you have another color in mind at one time, Lesko? No.
What did you?
Bronze orange. Goodness.
Have you thought about trimming your eyebrows?
What?
What did you think about the military parade?
It was beautiful. One every week.
Oh my god.
You got one every week, Lesko.
He drank the Kool-Aid but swam in it first.
Only orange Kool-Aid.
Are you okay with him using you to grease the wheels on that tank for the next time?
You have my daughter laughing, Lesko.
With me, not at me.
No, laughing at you for sure.
Oh, okay.
You're okay with that, right?
I think so.
Look at those eyes. It's like looking at Cash Patel.
You know what Lesko is? You might actually be the most reasonable Trump supporter we've talked to in 2 or 3 weeks.
What?
I take it.
Oh.
Okay, I have to go.
All right, Lesko.
Okay, bye, Lesko. Thank you for coming. You're the only Trump supporter that I will. It was like looking at Cash Patel. Those big ol' eyes. Oh, Lesko is Oslo's roommate.
Yes.
Oh god, that was funny. He's so funny. I needed that too. Wasn't that hilarious?
I knew we were going to get a visit from Lesko sooner or later. This is not my first sighting of Lesko. I've seen Lesko before.
Ah.
But I saw Lesko in his what would you call it? His sneak peek preview.
I was on Oslo's account. That's Oslo's roommate.
Mm-hmm.
I think they have the same
that's
human.
Oslo's roommate.
Wink,
That's
wink. Oh, that was funny.
Oslo doesn't necessarily equal Lesko, guys.
That's true. He could have hijacked his phone. That's true.
Yeah, Oslo's his own entity.
Yeah, because Bert and Ernie were roommates.
Dirty roommates, correct.
So Lesko and Oslo. It's with a K, right? Lesko, Lesko.
Yeah, I think it's KO.
I think it's KO. I think I remember seeing it one of his videos. Lesko found Diava's missing phone. He did. Oh, it's a CO. Oslo's still in here. He said it's a CO. Lesco.
It's LESCO. All right.
Oh, he needs a MAGA hat. Oh my god.
Something tells me that the human involved refuses to do it to buy that.
Right. I think they're human. We're probably like, I'm not spending my money on that bullshit. I got my phone. Chase found my phone.
Yay.
He actually came in here very upset. He goes, "You left it on your bed." And I'm like, "Not me. I'm not using it." And then when I open it up, it's on YouTube. And I'm like, "No, that was you." Oh my goodness. But I got it. I got my backup phone. Chase was on the case. That's right. Oh my goodness. He came in all indignant, like mad at me. He's like, "You left it on your bed." I'm like, "No, you did." And then when I opened it up, I told him to go look on the bed. Apparently he was looking everywhere else. Anyway, we found it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Oh my god, that was too funny. Oh, Oslo's here. Yay! I'm gonna put you on the big screen.
Sorry about that, everyone. Sorry about that.
Did he hijack your phone?
Yeah, he's out of his cage.
He's out of his cage.
No, no. You're in time out. Sorry, everyone. You know, the other day I asked him how many months have 28 days, and he said 1.
Oh, he's definitely a Trump supporter.
Yeah, he's a big oaf. That's what he is.
Oh, a big oaf.
I can't tell him who to vote for.
That's true.
Is he sure he pushed the right button?
I don't think he did anything. I don't think he pushed any button. He wants to run for president. He said the only thing that will stop him from running for president is if Donald Trump runs again.
Oh.
Well, some MAGA want him to run in 20. They're like, Trump 2028.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, hey, oh goodness. So he's going to, he's going to run for president?
Yeah, he's already put out 2 videos. He says he wants to build a wall to trap all the dogs and cats so that he can eat them.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats.
Yeah, the West Coast eating the dogs and cats. He took that message the wrong way.
Yeah, he took that message the wrong way for sure.
Yeah.
Well, he's a monster.
Well, I'm a vegetarian monster. But Lesko, he's all about dogs and cats and bunnies and
Bunnies? Oh.
yeah, squirrels. He really likes squirrels too. Don't forget squirrels.
Oh, squirrels, yeah.
He sets up traps in the woods for squirrels because he can't run fast enough to catch them.
Does Lesko have his own TikTok, or does he just use yours because he doesn't know how to do it?
No, he just comes online. He was in his cage for a couple of weeks listening to me make videos, and I think he thought it was unfair. We gotta get both sides out. We're trying to be an unbiased source.
An unbiased source. Okay.
We're gonna represent both voices in politics.
Not a lot of middle ground there.
20,000.
Oh, to bring out. Okay.
Yeah, his name is Kevin. He's a centrist Romney Republican.
He's a centrist Republican.
Yeah, but I guess so.
As long as it's not MAGA.
Yeah, no, he's not MAGA, but he's still a Republican. So.
He's still a Republican. So he's got
That's
some
true.
conservative values, you should say.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sure we'll get a sneak preview soon.
Yeah, maybe.
He didn't seem to like it when I asked him about his eyebrows. Didn't like that at all.
He's very sensitive about his eyebrows. Because one time he tried to trim them and he poked himself in the eye.
Oh, Mike says that Republicans have better morals than Democrats. So I invited Mike to come up here and talk to you, Oslo.
Yeah, come on and talk to me.
Come on, Mike.
I bet you don't.
We're inviting Trump supporters to come up and talk with us.
Oslo will talk to you just fine. I'll mute and let Oslo talk to you.
I'll mute too. Come on, Mike. Come debate morals with Oslo. That should be a hoot.
Hey, yesterday it's like the best thing that happened to me on this app so far. Someone from Casa said I made them laugh for the first time in 2 weeks.
I saw that. That was amazing.
I was very moved.
That was greatness. I thought about that. I reposted it.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'll have to go check it out.
Yeah, it was a good video.
I've watched a lot of your videos, so I'll have to go check that one out.
If Oslo
We're gonna try to get that person on like a live at a different hour when their kids are awake. Because we'd have to get a translator, but I'd love to talk to their kids and say hi and make them laugh and smile.
Absolutely.
I want to be on that
Yeah,
live.
Oslo could have had a tear in his eye. Oslo would have had a tear in his eye.
Yeah, I think my human did.
Oh, I'm sure your human did. I think all of us feel that way because, the poor children over in Gaza have no, for lack of a better word, it's not going to come out right, but have like no dog in the fight. Like they have no responsibility for what's happening to them over there. And it's just horrifically sad.
Also, the work you're doing is absolutely amazing. To be honest, it really is.
Just one little puppet trying their best.
You're amazing. I think you're amazing.
I think you're amazing.
Every time he does that, I laugh.
It's so cute. Like I feel all warm and fuzzy. Like, I don't know. It makes me feel so warm and fuzzy. And I think just with everything going on in this world, you're just what we needed.
Just a little TikTok experiment. Seems to be going pretty good.
It's I have a feeling it's going to get way bigger than TikTok.
Yeah.
Hey, Netflix, call me.
Hey, Netflix, call me. Hey, don't forget us little people who were here from the beginning when you get all big and famous.
Little boxes. Little people.
The little pieces of the little people in the boxes.
The little humans in the box. My little humans in the boxes.
The little humans in the box. It's so cute.
Hey, Dal, what do we have to do to make sure Mishi doesn't leave us?
Okay. I don't think Mishi's going to leave us. I think Mishi's going to take her time and go through. I mean, this was a tough situation, right? I mean, I wouldn't want to wish that on anybody.
Yeah.
And expect them not to take some time to reflect and see what they need to do. And she's doing other work in her community, which I feel is important too. She's doing big work in her community, to be honest with you. And the things, the things she's capable of and the following that she has, it is going to be, what I'm saying? She'll be back, and as she does every time she comes back.
Mm-hmm.
It's always great every time, and she always comes with good messaging, balance in decent humor, right? I mean, she's a wonderful person, and people like that, you can't keep people like that down.
Right. Okay, good.
Yeah, she's taken a hiatus before, and she always comes back. I mean, when you get, she had, like unaliving threats to her and her children and stuff like that. And, you have to take that stuff seriously. And it is scary because Trump supporters are very violent.
Oh, because of the Target video, right?
Right, yeah.
Yes. But the first time but she had other, before when she took a hiatus, she had another unaliving threat. So
People put out target videos all the time, right? They call you out and say they're going to do these things. That's one thing. But when you put it on paper and you write it down and you put a dollar amount on it, that makes it a little different.
yeah, correct. So, so I don't blame her. I mean, I get threats all the time in my DMs. I get, threats in my DMs, but nothing that has made me want to leave or take a break from the app. If someone came to my front door or something crazy, then I might have to rethink things. But I mean, if you look about what happened to the senator and the representative in Minnesota by a crazed MAGA, because especially, I mean, I'm not trying to bring the tone down, but part of the Christian nationalism and they truly think Democrats are demonic. Like that there's some Christian war. They're doing a war for the Lord kind of thing. And they're taking out the bad people and stuff like that. So, their threats are very real.
And also, do you know who Voting Vibes is?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Mishy's daughter. So
Yeah. I think we follow each other.
yeah, she's also really good. She's funny. She makes a lot of funny videos too. Also,
She does.
This one, it runs in the family apparently.
Well, I don't know where Mike is, but I guess he didn't want to come up and talk about his morals.
Mike's
Hey, Primo's in here, but Primo only wants to talk about one thing. Primo is obsessed with transgender people. He's obsessed with men and women's bathrooms and stuff like that. He won't talk about anything else. That's all he wants to talk about. So I just don't bring him up anymore because he won't turn on his camera. If people are coming up in my live and they start being transphobic or homophobic, transphobic and stuff like that, I make them turn their camera on. I'm like, if you're going to be transphobic, show your face. Show the whole world what a bigot you are. Otherwise, you can't talk about it. And he won't talk about any other topic except for transgender people.
I've been collecting stats to make a post about how Republicans are so much more likely in polls and, whatever, interviews and stuff, to vote for a candidate who's had a sex scandal.
Yes.
Even some of the most heinous, harassment and all that.
Predators, yeah.
Are so much more likely to vote for a candidate that has those issues than Democrats.
Well, yeah, because we've called our own out for decades, right? And, we've never let anybody get away with anything. I mean, we kicked out a congressman for a picture.
Yeah, Al Franken. He was out for like the look of impropriety.
And so we have a higher set of standards. I ain't going to say moral standards. I'm going to say a set of standards.
I agree with that.
Than the other party does. And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't get mad about that. I don't. That is who we are as a people. I mean, we want a higher set of standards for that office and for those offices that people represent us in. And I think if more people actually worked under those standards, we would have better government.
Absolutely.
I agree. Fang, have you met Oslo?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Oslo tricked me one day, a long time back, that I thought I was going to be interacting with someone on the other side, and I was very happily surprised that Oslo is quite entertaining and also a good person.
I'm a monster.
Yeah, brother. But I like the monsters that we are. I'm a rage monster, and you're, I want to say, a passive aggressive monster.
It's my specialty.
It's indeed quite enjoyable.
Oh, I love the passive aggressiveness. I love your when you slam MAGA in the kindest voice ever on your videos. I'm just like, oh, I love it.
Fank's my favorite little briefcase. I love it. I love it to death. I mean, I know the briefcase comes from another cartoon, but I actually attach it to Felix the cat because you never know what's going to come out of that briefcase.
Oh my God, Val. You don't even know how much that means to me, brother. Thank you for saying that.
Hey, gang, I've got to run. Oh, no, Olive.
Oh, I was just gonna let Olive up. I was just letting Olive up real quick.
I was gonna say, Oslo, I was just sharing that TikTok said you and I are best friends and you have to leave as soon as I come up. What is this?
My human's dog is needing to do something.
All right, well, go take care of your dog.
All right, love you all, bestie.
Love you. Mwah.
Thank you, Oslo.
Bye, Oslo.
All right, turn this thing off.
I don't know if this is like the first time I've ever been on your panel before.
Probably, because I usually don't bring friendlies up till 6 o'clock. But since Oslo was here and you guys were requesting up, and I know we're all mutuals, I'm like, well, I have to start over anyway because there's no MAGA in here. I have to do a restart anyway. So I'm like, I'll just bring her up too.
Well, I mean, as I'm up here, I'll just do what I normally do and give you your flowers. I absolutely love everything you do on this application.
thank
I
you.
look up to you every single day.
Oh, Olive, thank you. And same with you. I love watching you go live. I love when you're on lives. You're very, very smart, and knowledgeable. So I love watching you.
I've been crashing out for the last 2 days. I kind of
That's what I said. We all need a little Oslo today.
oh god, yeah. I heard Val was giving Faye flowers, and you know Val's never given me flowers before, so.
Whoa.
We don't give you.
Hold on.
Don't forget, I was publicly kissing your ass yesterday.
I know, and I don't understand why. I felt like I did something wrong.
No. I Olive's one of the best people on here, and I really believe that. I just can't call her my fetus anymore, so there's that.
Whoa! No. I don't know many fetuses that have gotten married at 18, divorced by 22.
Well, I don't know. You were a lot of our fetuses.
Hey, I got married at 19.
That's what we used to refer to her as.
I was the fetus.
She was the fetus. Okay.
I was always the youngest in the group, and then I started going around, and then we changed it up, and now I'm just a stone fruit that pops up on lives and makes
Stone
people
fruit.
upset. That's what I are.
She's a whole stormtrooper all on her own.
Pretty much.
Oh my God.
I do hit my when I aim. I do hit what I need to hit most times.
And I don't want to hear this. I would always stop in the lives that Olive was in and throw her a heart.
I wanted scrap.
I'm just teasing you. Duh.
Yeah, but see now I'm upset about it.
No, I'm teasing you, Val.
I know. We had a lot of fun on live. We were on the other day. That was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah, Olive's been good and a great voice for a while.
Oh yeah.
Took me some time.
She's wise beyond her years.
Hold on, so everybody knows she was 19 when I met her.
Oh wow.
I've known Val for what 4 or 5 years now. That's math.
That's math.
Yeah, I started on this platform. I was very quiet, soft-spoken, and then here I am now, happily divorced in a better, healthier relationship with my master's degree coming in next year.
Yay.
Going forward.
What is your degree in, if you don't mind me asking?
It's majoring in psychology and minoring in political science.
Nice.
So my plan is to eventually take that and try to run for office, but trying to move out of Tennessee first.
Oh, I'm in Florida. I feel you.
Well, I moved here because Manny lives here, and then, you know, we're working jobs, we're waiting to get some money in our pocket, and then we're going to go to a blue state, and then my goal is to try to change a light light red blue. That is my goal.
Weren't you up near the DC area before?
I lived in the Hampton Roads area in Virginia for about 4 years.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oslo, I can't pin comments when people are in the box, only when there's nobody in the box. But Oslo needs 1,200 more followers to reach the 10K in 1 month. So if you guys are not following Oslo, Oslo is in the chat. So if you're not following Oslo, please follow Oslo so we can get him up to 10K so he can start monetizing his content.
And Oslo needs to start making shirts.
I would totally rock an Oslo shirt.
I'd buy an Oslo shirt now.
Right? I would 100% be like, I want all the Oslo shirts. Oslo should be making doormats too. I need doormats.
Oslo, I have a merch store, so if you don't mind put Oslo merch on my store, let me know. I'll totally do some. You can send me some pictures, and I'll totally do some Oslo shirts.
That would be dope. I also think if I ever made a merch store, it'd just be a plush olive jar.
A plush olive jar.
Yeah.
That's so
makes
funny.
sense.
I mean, originally I was like, maybe I'll just sell empty olive jars, and I'm like, maybe I'll put like affirmations in there and sell it that way. Then I'm like, no, I don't want to touch glass. I don't trust myself.
You don't want to ship glass either.
No.
Yeah, she was Jar of Olives for a while.
I remember that. I do remember that name.
Yep, that's me.
I've been following you for a hot minute too.
I love it when I see you hanging out in comments all the time, Diava, and I'm just like, oh my god, she's listening.
I am. Yeah, I come and listen all the time.
She does that. I see her in Zeus's live.
I come in because when I'm out here in the morning, I'm still looking for a job. So I come out in the morning, I get on my computer, I go to the Mom Project. They have jobs it's called the Mom Project because they want stay-at-home moms that need work. And all of the jobs are flexible because they're looking for people and moms and stuff like that. But it's called the Mom Project. And I got a job through there last time and it worked out really great. It was a temporary, like a contract job, but and I go on Indeed and I go on, all the different ones and apply for remote jobs. So while I'm out here job searching and stuff like that, I listen to other people's lives. Just like when I was working.
I mean, honestly, and this is like something I had a conversation with other content creators about recently, is I have to reschedule myself because I got the teaching job at a daycare and I'll have 36 students and the oldest in my room is going to be 14 because it's summertime.
Yeah.
So I hear a lesson plan from kids aging from ages 4, from the youngest will be 4, the oldest will be 14.
Oh, that sounds fun.
I've been going around, and then when the fall comes around, I'll have a preschool room. And so I'm trying to get everything in order again. I'm like, when I'm going to start working here, I'm going to have to figure out a different day. I might have to fight RJ for Saturday morning again.
Yeah. Well, apparently he has a new job where he's only going to have to work every third weekend instead of every weekend. So.
Oh, wait. Maybe I might take the third weekend.
Yeah. My only requirement for anyone making Oslo merch is all the profits go to No Kid Hungry. Deal, Oslo.
I love that.
I'm down. You can email me, Oslo. Have your human email me at diavatalks@gmail.com. I'm more than happy to do that.
I love it when they talk to their human, whatever. Their human, their handler.
Yeah. I would have no problem doing that. And I would even make sure I would send you receipts of the money sent to No Kids Hungry. Like I would provide receipts for you so you know what I wouldn't keep a penny. Yeah, I would absolutely do that because that's a great charity anyway, especially since USAID has lost, a lot of the people in the world have lost their funding and food and all of that. I think that's excellent.
Did you hear about the LGBTQ plus hotline being shut down in 30 days?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
The self-harm hotline, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down that hotline.
But save the children.
They only care about these. I mean, yesterday I was talking about Adriana Smith, and the comments I saw were absolutely gross. Number one, if we think about getting a DNR, because basically they perform an autopsy on me to pull the fetus out. And then number two, I think the other gross thing is the fact that the hospital named the baby.
Ugh.
They named him.
Yeah, they named him Chance. That's just so gross.
So that, and it's just like, the prompt was, how many more women, MAGA? And they're like, all of them. Women should make decisions when it comes to another person. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
She had a DNR?
Did she? I didn't know she had
I
one.
did. I thought she had a DNR.
But see, that's because in those states they consider it a separate human.
Oh, that is true. I forgot Georgia laws.
Yep. Yuck. That's gross. Gross, gross, gross.
When I worked in that hospital, I would make sure a GoFundMe was put together for my bail.
Right.
Right? Ugh.
Or I just call up Fang.
I hate it here too, Nessa.
Call 1-800 blankety black. I'll be on my way.
Or call Fang and he beat up people for me.
And proof, like I said, you never know what's going to come out of that briefcase.
Nope.
Okay, Oslo.
I don't have an agent.
He said he'll have his agent reach out to me. I'm like, okay.
Well, I saw that a few days ago about the unalive hotline being shut down specifically, and it's all really, really upsetting. I truly hope Trump supporters, every single time they go to bed, they can look at anyone in the eye and know that person could either be a part of that community or as simple as anyone on Medicare, Medicaid, and social programs and feel good about themselves. Like, genuinely, I don't know how they function.
I don't either. I do know how they function is because they don't have any care. They don't care about people. They have no empathy. And I personally believe that anyone that's still supporting Trump or like is a MAGA are just sociopaths. They literally don't care. I mean, it's just my personal opinion. Because I don't know how you can see what's happening and all the pain and all the heartache that's been caused and the families being ripped apart and hearing kids screaming and crying as they're being drugged from their parents and stuff like that. And they're just like, yeah, keep going. Like, they have to be sociopaths. I mean, that's the only thing I can come up with in my brain.
So it's funny you say that. Do you ever read my thesis paper for my bachelor's degree?
No.
So my thesis paper for my bachelor's degree was the overran amygdala and the dangers of a parasocial relationship. And it's basically a smear paper about MAGA. Is what I did, and that's how I got my bachelor's degree.
Oh my God, I want to read it.
It's in my link tree. And
Okay, I'm gonna find it. Okay.
And I can always send it to you personally. And actually, my master's thesis was a re-upping of that, adding more information to it and talking about current events that were occurring.
Oh my God. Yeah, my email is just diavatalks@gmail.com. If you want to send it to me, I'd love to read it.
Yeah, but it's all in my link tree if other people want to read it. I have not put my master's one in there yet because I haven't taken off my actual name on there.
Yeah, always do that.
Right. But also my bachelor's one is in my link tree if anyone wants to check it out.
That's funny. My master's thesis was on Jefferson and Adams.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's funny because
Say things about that. You know, they'll ask me all the time. That's how come I know about that letter from Thomas Jefferson and stuff like that. Is all the research I did back in college.
Well, it's funny though because my psych teacher or my psych professor, when I sent that into him, because I'm still doing like long distance since the school's in Virginia, living in Tennessee, and he emailed me and he goes, "Why did you go for a history major?" I said, "Because I don't want to teach kids about whitewashed history. I can't do that."
If I could teach real history, then I might, but
That's what I told him. I said, there's nowhere where I would be content with teaching whitewashed history. And actually, since today's Juneteenth, I was listening into a lot of Black creators' lives and stuff like that. And I learned a lot, more than I did when I was in middle school, because, you know, they were talking about how public education doesn't really talk about Juneteenth. where I went to middle school and high school, we talked about Juneteenth a lot. Now, granted, I lived in Detroit, and we got to go to one of the
Never.
end sites for the Underground Railroad, and we would talk about that, all day. And we'd go there and take a field trip. But it's like, how many people now have no clue what it's about, and they just think of it as just a federal holiday?
I didn't learn about Juneteenth until I got on TikTok, Olive. I've never heard of it. I went to school in Florida. I never knew about Juneteenth until I was on TikTok, and I heard I would go to Black Creators Lives, or in my lives or whatever, but actually not my lives. I just started doing my live a year ago, but being a panel member on other people's lives and going and listening, I never knew about Juneteenth until I got on TikTok.
Right. I mean, you don't learn about Galveston. Texas is the biggest part of that.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Ocoee, Florida, the Ocoee massacre is within. I don't want to give away my city, but so let's just say within an hour of where I live and where I've lived my entire life, I never even heard of the Ocoee massacre. I mean, I've learned so much on here.
Most people in Tulsa, Oklahoma don't know its history either.
So I've learned so much by going into Black Creator spaces and just listening and learning. I don't ever go up on their panels. I don't ever request because I'm there to learn. And so I just want to sit and learn. That's it. So that's why I go listen and to Black Creators, and I learn. I've learned some pretty heinous shit that I was like, I've been embarrassed. That I've been embarrassed that some of this stuff has happened in our just the real heinous shit that I never could fathom that we would ever do in this country that we actually did. And I've learned it on TikTok. I never learned it in school, didn't learn it in history, didn't ever learn it anywhere.
Have you always lived in Florida?
I have.
Gotcha. Why don't you move sooner than later? I will see. We have a plan, me and Manny, to scoop all liberal creators out of all the red states that are surrounding us, and then we're all going to move north. I think that should be the plan. Or we can continue to make places blue, but I don't like Florida.
I don't like Florida either. It's just not. It's easier said than done.
Oh God, yeah.
Because I have 2 kids as well.
Oh, that is true. Moving with kids isn't fun.
They're 11, and because I have twins, and yeah, it's just not that easy. Unfortunately, it's expensive to move. Plus, the cost of living everywhere is so expensive.
Right, and that's the other thing that makes me kind of not hee chuckle. It's people are moving to these red states and they're getting upset for different reasons, but at least it's cheaper here, but you're not looking at the other negatives. I would much rather know that I'm living in a small apartment with my cat and my boyfriend, and I still have some protected rights over moving to Texas with huge houses, but that's also just me.
Oh, come on. You want a 4-point bed, don't you?
No.
Mm-hmm.
I like bodily autonomy.
Oppression don't feel so bad when we got a 4-point bed.
Now,
Canopy.
most of my extended family lives in Maine.
Oh wow.
Which is ironic that they're all Trump supporters, even though they live in a blue state. But yeah, I would. But I can barely make it through a Florida winter. I'm afraid I would literally die anywhere else.
That's fair.
But because I'm so used to Florida climate. Now, Ava, my girl twin, is itching for me to move to Canada.
I don't blame her.
She would move to Alaska and live in an igloo if I would allow her. So she loves cold. So she wants to go north, and
We're going the exact opposite direction. So.
And I want to go, if we're leaving the country, to Mexico because it's got similar climate. She's like, no, I want to go where it's cold.
Just tell her to go work like food service and just go sit in that blast chiller for a couple minutes, then you will never want to.
You'll never, yeah, right.
We've already started all the stuff that we're going to do for moving to Panama. So
Well, I'm looking into the digital nomad visa in Mexico, and their cost of living, housing, everything's super cheap. I'm looking into different things, but
We talked about Ireland. We talked about moving to Ireland.
see, I have to go somewhere drivable because Ava won't get on an airplane. She has anxiety so bad, like walking out the front door. So I'm not gonna be able. I'd have to really give her some good sedatives to drag her on a plane. So
What if you do ferries go from like the East Coast to across the pond? Is that a thing, or am I crazy?
I don't know if she'd get on a cruise ship either.
Oh, that's true too.
Even though they're huge, I told her it's like a rolling city. Like it's like literally like you forget you're even on a boat. When you're out in the
Carriers are just like that too.
huh? Would you go on a cruise ship? No? Yeah. So Canada's drivable, Mexico's drivable. So
I mean,
yeah.
you can go to the lower peninsula of Michigan. They have mild winters. They're not bad. Where I grew up, specifically in Michigan, wasn't a bad area either. It was very blue.
Y'all, there's 550 people in here. If you guys want to keep it, we can keep it all friendly. Usually but no Trump supporters are requesting up. But if anyone who wants to or can, if you would send $1 to my Cash App or Venmo, because usually it's the conversations that I have with Trump supporters where I get donations and stuff like that. This is my only source of income. So if you guys would all send like $1 or something, I'll keep it all friendly today.
I mean, I could say something controversial and make people be upset with me. I do that on purpose. That's how I get redacted.
So if you guys want to help support my life, I'd really appreciate it. Mama's trying to move out of the country, okay? I'm trying to move out of the country. I'm just saying.
No, I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. I'll say something absolutely crazy, and then if someone sends at least, we'll go $20, Diava will boot me.
No, I don't want to boot you though.
Look, I tell Monica every single time she's live. I said, if someone wants to boot me, they got to pay you at least $20 to $30. And she's like, no, they have to pay $50. I'm like, okay, I guess I'm always up here now.
Yeah, well, it's like I have a child who is on the autism spectrum. I have a child who's part of the LGBTQ, which both are being targeted by the Trump administration in different ways. So it's like I just, if it gets any worse, I want to at least have a plan.
That's the way to be.
Instead of being like, oh no, and you're just trying to like haul ass somewhere, So I'm at least trying to be proactive and have a plan.
Does Florida have ABA therapy?
ABA?
Yeah.
Yes.
See, so when I worked at the CDC and I was teaching 38 students, half of them are on the spectrum, and I got my certification for ABA with those kids as well. And it was absolutely crazy to me. So, long story short, my ex-husband was active duty Navy. My dad did 20 plus years, and we lived in Norfolk, and that's it's the largest naval station in the world. So I worked with a lot of military families all the time, and I would have to write IEPs for when the students were moving either to a different center or to a school. And I would always recommend that they get an ABA therapist. And there were a lot of people that I talked to when they got stationed in Florida that they couldn't find an ABA therapist whatsoever. And it was really hard for me to figure that out because ABA is something that's like, it can get expensive, but having an ABA therapist with a child who's on the spectrum is so beneficial. And it not only just helps the child, it helps the parents a lot. This is also a friendly reminder that if you know anyone who works in childcare, give them a hug or give them a bottle of wine or, I don't know, chocolates, because those people work their asses off day in and day out.
Oh, yeah.
I did that for almost 2 years. I built a program for special needs kids that went to 3 large facilities in the Norfolk area, and I was a special
That's incredible. Let me do some thank yous real quick. Wes, thank you for the $3. Venmo. How about a $3 challenge? Okay, Wes is challenging everyone to send $3 to my Cash App or Venmo. Thank you, Wes. And then Sean, thank you for the $3. Happy Thursday. Happy Juneteenth. Kimberly, thank you for the $2. Happy Thursday. Deborah Jones, $3 for a $3 challenge. Electric Alshar, thank you for the $20. $1 from me and 19 for those that cannot donate. Oh, that's so nice. Thank you, Electric Alshar. You're the sweetest thing ever. Lori, thank you for the $20. Viva la Mexico. Thank you. Erica, thank you for the $10. As always, you bring a smile to my face. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I do know some Spanish. I can speak Spanish better than I can hear it back. My first husband, my 2 adult kids' dad, is Mexican. And so I can speak Spanish, and I was on the Spanish club. I was on the Spanish debate club in high school. Like, I could speak Spanish. But when they talk back to me is where I get lost, because it's really fast, and they, sometimes it's all together, and then I feel lost. So I can speak Spanish fairly well. So I would just have to hone my skills of listening, or, conversating in it. But I could get my way around Mexico.
I can hear it and read it better than I can speak it.
That's funny. And that's how my ex-husband was too. Even though he was Mexican, he was born here in America, and he spoke English his whole life. And so he never learned to speak it either, but he could understand it because his parents talked it all the time. So when him and I went on a cruise to Mexico one time, they would say something. He would tell me in English, and then I would respond to them in Spanish. We would tag team that.
Yep. I learned how to read it, and I knew how to speak it in high school. And then I just never really practiced it much more after that.
Yeah.
And then when I moved to Virginia, there was I was in a very large Hispanic area, and I had parents that could only speak and write in Spanish. So I had one of my co-teachers translate for me, but I was able to write out in Spanish to these parents and read what they were writing down, so I didn't have to get a translator.
Yeah. And I can read Spanish a little bit too. So I could probably survive in Mexico. Gregory, thank you for the $3 for the $3 challenge. Thank you so much. Is Luke still in here? Luke, are you still in here? You were trying to come up, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be just doing friendlies, but I figured we're already we're 30 minutes into friendly time, so I figured I was just bring it friendly. I can go on about this issue for far more than the chat can take. That's funny.
We were talking about the staffing issues when it comes to techs and ABA therapists and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff's not promoted whatsoever.
Well, when I checked into ABA for Chase, they were like, yeah, we'll have a therapist that will come to your house for 5 hours every day. And I was like, at the time I was working at home, I'm like, I can't have somebody in my home, especially a different person in my home every day for 5 hours a day, because they said it wouldn't be always the same person.
That's weird.
I know. And Ava, my girl twin, there's no way. Like, she needs consistency. So it couldn't just be a different person coming in and out. Even if it's not for her, they would be in the house, like, just with us for 5 hours a day. And I'm like, I can't do that. So maybe I need to look into alternate, that seems that was so much. I couldn't do that.
That seems like a lot. I've never heard about and again, like what me and, I believe it was Silver Fairy, we're talking about is how low staffing that is, and maybe that person wasn't always available, but having a different person every single time doesn't make the child comfortable.
No, and it's too much for me, because I know my kid. That's too much.
Mm-hmm.
One moment, please. I just keep talking for a second. Step on her, you kick her, you do something.
Val, what are you doing?
Okay, sorry, I'm back. I just had to do a second. Yeah.
Doing my time.
But anyway, yeah. Yeah, he's working while we're talking. Lee, or Adam, thank you for the Tushati, thank you for the $3. Just got back from 2 weeks in Puerto Vallarta trying to move there. Nice. Okay. Lee, thank you for the $30 for friendly conversations without MAGA messiness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I think it's the reason why I was in home is because I homeschool. All right. If they were in school, they would go to the school. But since I told them that we homeschool, they're like, oh, they'll just come to your house then. And I'm like, that's just not, that's too much. I can't do that.
How weird is the homeschooling in Florida?
It's not at all. There's, it's not bad at all. They're very, very, very pro homeschool in Florida.
That's good.
Because of the religious aspect, but I don't do it for the religious aspect, but I at least get the benefits of it. Because it's not for religious reasons, it's because of their other reasons. But they do go to therapy. They both go to therapy every week, and they see a therapist every single week that they talk to about things. Ava would prefer to go in person, but this is so complicated. But anyway, based on the choices that she has, or how it gets paid, the closest one, the only one that's in person for her would be like a 45-minute drive one way.
It's wild.
So yeah, it's the therapy services aren't that great, but I'll keep looking to see if people get at it, because people get at it, I'm sure, all the time. So I'll just keep looking and see what comes up. But they do go. Chase's therapist. I joined for like the first half, and we go through issues. So he's helping me as a parent, being able to relate to Chase and how things that he does are quote unquote normal for people on the spectrum, so that I don't take it as personally. And so his therapist is helping our relationship and how I parent him, and helping me understand Chase more and stuff like that too, so that I can help him. So it's not that we're just not doing anything. It's just we're not doing ABA therapy, but they have been in therapy for over a year, maybe close to a year and a half.
Well, and ABA is not always, fit for everyone. Sometimes it's easier just for the parent and the child in different forms, or just normal therapy of that nature. So
Yeah.
When I had conversations with some of these parents, and they would because I still talk to a lot of the parents. I had their kids in my room, and even now when they're talking to me, I had one that lives in California, and they're having the biggest struggle for ABA therapists, and I'm like, that's so weird to me. But I don't know.
Yeah. So far, I mean, when it's working, like it's just like how we do their schooling. When it's if something is working, then we're just going to keep doing it. If it ever gets to the point where it's not working anymore, I'll find something else. But right now, it's pretty effective. So we're just going to keep going with what we're doing, and I'll pivot as needed.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's it.
Gotta be the badass mama you are.
Thank you. I am. I've never in the past given myself much credit, but I know how much I put into learning my children and what they need, and how they have very different needs, and having to learn each of their needs and how to meet them and how to talk to them and how to relate to them, how all those things. That's very, I put in the work. I've read books. I've done stuff trying to learn how to parent people that have neurodiverse issues and different issues, and I pour a lot into these kids.
But I appreciate you having me up. I'm gonna do a little bit more capitalism, but as always, I appreciate you so much. I always love listening in, and I will see you guys around on these TikToks.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you stopped by.
I will send you that thesis paper if you want to drop me for the algo.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, and send that to me. I cannot wait to read it. Oh my god, I'm so excited. It'll probably explain like my whole fucking family. Oh my gosh. I got the cat on one side of me and the dog on the other. And y'all, there was a long-haired dachshund. Douglas dog that's been sold out forever. And Ava was sitting in here and she was looking online, and it was finally in stock. So she's like, oh my God, can I get it? Oh my God, they have the dog. Oh my God, it's there. So I'm like, get it real quick. Get it real quick. And she got it. And then it said sold out as soon as she got it. She literally got the last one. She's been wanting that one forever. So I'm like, just order it, get it. Bladen, hi, how are you?
Sorry, it wasn't letting me mute myself or unmute. I'm doing good. I had a couple questions for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I know you don't really hit on this subject a lot, and Dean and Parker sometimes do.
What's that?
Why am I just now finding out how big of a jackass Charlie Kirk is. I went through most of like Dean and Parker's YouTubes against like when he went to the colleges and all that stuff. And some of his logic made absolutely zero sense. But before I ever met you guys, I thought he was no man. But he kind of just says what Trump says, but just reworded.
Yeah, and the thing with Charlie Kirk is that we've done. I mean, first of all, he didn't even graduate community college. And he's going around to college campuses to tell kids they don't need college. Like, it makes no sense, to be honest with you. He doesn't like to debate adults. He only likes to debate college kids.
Yeah, I've seen. I actually just watched the Colombian one. I think
Columbia and in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he got cooked by the order.
Oh yeah.
Professor.
Yes.
I just had to come up here and say that because I know you don't hit on the top of that, just because some of the people who run up against are sometimes cuckoo and.
Well, he lies. I mean, he tells girls to go get their MRS degrees instead of master's degrees. Like, everyone's lot in life is to be a wife. It's crazy.
Did you see where he said that girls, if they have a I don't know how to word this. If they, I don't know how I can say this without. He agreed with this guy, and I forget his name. That he said that if a woman gets off while she's getting sexual or SA'd, then it is under that it's not great.
Right. I know what you're saying.
I'm sorry it took me so long. I don't know TikTok guidelines and that. But did you see where he said that and where he agreed with that guy?
I did. It's gross.
How can anybody agree with that? I'm not laughing. It just irritates me that my blood's boiling.
Well, I know that you're new to getting off the MAGA train, and so you're discovering stuff. You're going to find stuff that's going to just royally piss you off, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it, because some of their stuff is awful, and some of the things they say is awful, and Charlie Kirk is awful.
Yeah,
he's awful.
It's beyond terrifying that anybody would support that, especially just him saying that. I mean, he didn't even think once about it. He just.
Right, and he doesn't even say it with any shame.
And it's like, whenever he said it, he just kind of smirked about it and went on to a different conversation.
And it's very dangerous.
Yes, absolutely.
It's dangerous rhetoric.
Yeah, I would never support that in a million years at all. But yeah, that's just kind of my only question that I had. I'm still trying to do research here and there.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, you're going to have questions, and I told you to come back and ask your questions, and as you're learning new stuff, because it is different.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of hard to learn. I know that you guys hit on a lot of topics, but just with a lot of people coming in here trolling, you guys out, I can't learn from that. So
right.
I'll do my own research has helped me out and more. I'm actually right now. Tomorrow I'll come back in and I'm gonna write out Chris Murphy because that's who I want to run as next president.
Chris Murphy.
Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna write down his policies and I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. I like Chris Murphy. I think he's awesome.
I think he's a genuine dude. I don't think he sugarcoats anything. I think if you would have asked me who was a businessman now, I think you would say Chris Murphy. I think he's a humble dude.
Yeah, Trump is a failed businessman.
Yes, absolutely. Is it bad that when I voted for Trump, I didn't even know that he owned that many businesses or that they went bankrupt?
No, you were young. I told you. You just and probably the news sources you were watching certainly wouldn't tell you that. So you just didn't know. You didn't know what you didn't know, and you're learning. And I understand that some things are going to piss you off. Some things you're going to be like, oh my God, how did I not know this? You know.
Yeah, absolutely. I did see one of Chris Murphy's policies, and it was to further education. It's not sending it to the state. He wanted to keep it into the fed. Wait, am I saying that right?
Yeah, keeping standards federal. Yeah.
Yes. And I agree with that. I think sending it to the state y'all seen how that worked.
Yeah.
Education just went down from there. I also seen one more, but I completely forget what it was called. So I might tell you in the comments, but I'm still trying to. I want him to run. I think he'd be a great.
I think he would be great. I would vote for Chris Murphy. I think he's great.
Yeah, absolutely. And then one more thing. My girlfriend says she absolutely loved you.
Aw, what's her name?
Alexis.
Alexis. Well, thank you so much. I love you back. That's awesome.
Yeah, she said that you guys have been really nice to me and her because what you say, I tell her. So she's kind of changing her vote around too. She was more of she's an independent as well, I would say. She don't choose between left or right side. She just wants what's best, like I did, but we kind of just messed up.
You thought you knew what's best, and you didn't.
Yeah. And then there was something else I was going to say, but I completely lost my train of thought.
That's okay, hon.
This new TikTok video, but I'll probably drop down so I can keep continuing to watch it. And
yeah, no worries.
Get no dingbats, maggots.
I haven't had a single Trump supporter come up today. Not one.
Not one?
Not one.
Look at you. You're doing good.
They're scared of me, apparently.
Well, Diva, thank you so much for letting me come up here.
You're welcome, hon.
I'll be back tomorrow with a few policies. I'll be able to get you the names of them.
Okay, that sounds great.
Thank you so much.
All right, you take care, Bladen.
Yep, you too.
All right, bye. Yeah, he's 20 years old. He voted for Trump because he thought it was, for cheaper groceries and shit. He's learning. I love watching him wake up. He's like, Charlie Kirk is bad. This is great. Allie, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing good. I think I can say with great, happiness that I've never met that man. I don't want to.
Who, Charlie Kirk?
Yeah, Charlie.
Oh, I wouldn't either. He's so gross.
I can say with great happiness I've never met that man. Never want to. Though I would like to have some sort of conversation with him so I can ask if he eats eggs. I want to know if he eats eggs.
I don't know. Is he married?
That'd be more
Or is he an incel? But is he a red pill incel that just makes other boys red pill incels? Is Charlie Kirk married? I'm not the first one to look it up. All I do is put is Charlie, and it says Kirk married.
Who wants to marry that man? Ew.
Gums McGee. Yes, he's married. Her name is Erica Franzi, a podcaster and businesswoman who won Miss Arizona USA in 2012. She looks exactly like a MAGA woman. The blonde hair, the
Karen type.
Ew. I mean, she's beautiful, but she's beautiful, but ew. Can you imagine waking up to that face every day? Ugh.
Yeah.
They welcomed their first child in August of 2022 and their second child, which is a son, in May of 24.
I feel bad for both of those kids.
Mm-mm.
I at least hope they're in a good state where they won't hear MAGA the MAGA.
She looks like a MAGA Barbie. That's what she looks like. That typical blonde. Ew. She procreated with him too. Gross.
But I would like to ask him if he ever eats eggs, just because I'd like to see him try and defend eating eggs, but at the same time saying AB is bad. When a chicken's egg is a lot more of what they call AB than what AB is.
Oh my word.
Also, in a few months, I can't say exactly because I haven't got the parcel yet, but in a few weeks you will have the Dalek update.
Oh my
Like, get
god.
some more parts for it.
I gotta mute for a second. I'm joking.
I don't know. I get some more dialect in a few weeks. So I'll be able to update you guys. My cat's don't destroy the room.
Oh my goodness. I swallowed my drink. Apparently didn't go down right. Oh my. Okay. What's a strange statement?
I've said many statements.
I was hacking and yakking half the time, so I'm not sure what you mean. I mean, if you voted for Donald Trump, you can come up. There's just not been anybody up here. So I just been bringing friendlies up.
It's been a friendly day. Though I don't want to hear what racist stuff they would be saying today.
Oh, they thought it was weird that you compared eggs to abortions.
Oh.
They clarified in the comment section.
I mean, he wants to say that's bad. I'll bring up eggs. It's similar, but we all know it's not. But they don't.
I get the comparison though. But anything else, Allie?
No, that's it.
All right. Thanks for coming. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming up.
Yep.
Thank you. Oops, sorry. I didn't know you were gonna say anything else. Oh my goodness.
How are you doing?
Hi, Whitty. How are you?
All right. Just, exhausted from, all the news
Oh yeah.
every day.
Do you know who Oslo is?
Yes.
He was in here earlier and had us rolling.
I love Oslo.
Oh my
He's
word.
Favorite.
Just had us rolling in here. And it was just so much fun. So I was like, you know what? Let's just bring up friendlies because I haven't been able to get a single Trump voter up here today. Not one.
They're scared. I think, now that all this is going on, they're like, oh. But, yeah.
I don't think they can defend it anymore. I really don't.
Yeah, but they can't. I don't think they can defend it anymore.
I really don't.
It's crazy. Like my grandma's boyfriend voted for him. He's a Vietnam vet. Like he.
Oh my.
And he's the sweetest guy, and it's just so sad because and he's one of the ones that were tricked, I think. And it sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, exactly. Garden. No new wars. Yeah, that didn't happen. Like, what?
No new war. And I was watching a live today and somebody said that. A Trump supporter actually said that. They're like, I voted for Trump for no new wars. And we're like, what?
It's like,
What? What the fuck are you talking about?
That is crazy. People are nuts, I swear.
Oh my goodness. They are crazy.
That fits.
Yeah, and I'm just worried about Medicaid right now too, because
I know.
I am disabled, as I think you know, and I'm terrified because Medicaid's my lifeline.
I know.
I don't think about it too much because then if I do, I just spiral.
Yeah. I know that's tough.
Yeah.
My son has my son gets is disabled and he gets Medicaid. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that.
Yeah, bless you. It's scary right now.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Well,
I'm
I just wanted
sorry.
to stop in and say hi because I saw you on, and then I heard that you were bringing up friendly. So
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. I love always giving all different people, like there's another A49ers freak. He's disabled and he does a lot of his lives about disabilities. And
Yeah.
I always give him a voice on my live too. I want everyone to feel represented, that everyone has a voice, because people, the disabled community often gets silenced, cast aside, like it's, whatever, it's not that big of a deal, or and I
Like,
want
people forget about us.
Yeah, and I don't want anyone. I want everyone to have a voice. Yep.
A lot of us are homebound.
Right.
So we're literally out of sight, out of mind.
Yes, and that's why I make sure that just like I like and allow, or not allow, but I enjoy and I make sure I bring up LGBTQ, transgender individuals, people of color, disabled people. I want everyone to feel like they have a voice in my life, because their plight and their issues and their problems and their fears and all that are all just as valid as anyone else's. So
Exactly.
and representation matters.
It was nice to see you.
Nice to see you too, Biddy. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you.
Well.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Yeah, I think Trump will back out and say, see, I saved us from war. That's why when he says 2 weeks, it means never. Just like the healthcare plan, infrastructure package, everything was in 2 weeks. 2 weeks means never. Two weeks means never, ever, ever, ever. All right. It's always 2 weeks, and that 2 weeks never comes. Always 2 weeks. And day one also means never. That's true. I'll have groceries down on day one. Never. Gas will come down on day one. Never. I think that's his plan too. So I stopped us from war. I'm a hero. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. But anybody can request up. I'm taking, I tell Putin day one, yeah. Trump supporters, didn't vote, regret your vote. Anybody can come up at this point. Donnie 2 weeks. We should change it from Donnie $2 to Donnie 2 weeks. What are we talking about? What can we talk about? Taco 2 weeks? Okay, somebody saved me. I'm like, what do we talk about? I don't know what to talk about. Opaque, did you vote for Trump or Harris?
I voted for the lovely Miss Harris.
Awesome.
I'm a truck driver, and I work with a lot of these guys that did vote for Trump, and I have noticed their behavior within the last few weeks have really changed, especially towards him. They've gotten from being extremely bold to being extremely quiet.
And they've been on the way they've been this way on this app too.
Well, I've noticed, especially in Amanda's lives and Fact Matter and Fact Still Matters lives, the only ones that still are coming up, they're still all rah-rah for him, are the ones that are completely drinking the Kool-Aid all the way 100% in.
I agree, and I think that too, because they have nothing to brag about. They're not getting anything that they voted for. You get the racists that are like, yeah, we're just glad to get all these immigrants out of here. They're just the racists. Most people voted for him probably as you know, was like the economy. And, you know, he said he was going to bring grocery prices down. He knew the pain points that people were having. Housing and rent being too much, groceries being too much, gas being too much. And he was like, I'm going to bring down all of your prices and all this stuff. And I think a lot of people were like, oh, yeah, he's going to come in and save us. And they're getting nothing that they voted for. Nothing.
Exactly. One of my coworkers I talked to that voted for MAGA, because I cut a lot of people off, but he's still, I can have a decent conversation with him. His wife has just recently gone on disability.
Sorry.
The night of the election, I told him he ended it, you're going to cut your mind off. Like, have you read the Big Beautiful Bill? And he goes, no, I haven't. So I'm like, you're still on TikTok, right? And he's come back to me and he goes, I really think I made a mistake.
Oh.
Like,
Well, that's why I don't think they realize there's a lot of people that live in red states that voted for him. They're going to be directly affected. People on Medicaid, people on disability, people that get SNAP benefits. The most people that are on those benefits are not people of color. They are people in poor red states.
exactly. I live in Northeast Ohio, and I'm watching how it's starting to affect around here and how the local governments are going one way or the other. Luckily, the city that I live in is fighting against all of this stuff. But I have a couple of the neighboring suburbs that are going full all in, and I deliver to a lot of rural parts of western Pennsylvania, northern West Virginia, and that's where it's affecting them the most.
Yes. I'm in Florida. There's so many people in Florida get Medicaid benefits. Like, I don't know why they constantly and consistently vote against their own best interests.
One of the people that I have stopped talking to since the election was my sister. My family's from a rural part of western Tennessee, and I was talking to my uncle right before the election, and he goes, this guy can't get in. This guy cannot get back into the office, and was saying how bad it was. He started talking about how my sister and her husband is considering voting for him. And we came up through Jim Crow. We lived through segregation.
Right.
Your parents graduated from a segregated school. You know how important this is, and now she's going to go vote for him. And her son has autism.
Oh my God.
It's like, talk about shooting yourself in the foot. And I tried to talk to her about it, and it got so ugly. I'm like, you know something? I realize where you're at right now. Until you figure out what's going on with you, you do you, babe. I'll love you from afar.
Yeah, that's crazy. And that's what I'm saying. The people that live around me, and just a case in point, my daughter-in-law, my son's wife, her sister is on Medicaid, SNAP benefits. She even gets housing allowance, like cash benefits. She gets every single solitary service you can possibly imagine. Okay? And she's a Trump voter. Like, literally gets every single service that they have.
Right. I feel bad for people who didn't vote for him, and this is affecting. But I honestly have, my empathy is gone for anyone I heard voted for him, don't regret it, and this is affecting them negatively. And if I hear about it, I openly laugh about it to them in their face. I don't care anymore.
mean, it's hard to have sympathy for people that are just continuously vote against their own best interest, double down, and then when it affects them, they're like, oh no, I didn't know, and then they want to do like a GoFundMe, and like, I need money, I can't afford this, and I'm like, yeah, you're not getting a penny of me from me.
Yeah, my family down in Tennessee, one of them owns a farm, and they're having a hard time finding workers because everyone left.
Yeah.
And they knew what was happening. They were like, we're not. I know who they voted for, and they didn't vote for this. They voted for Ms. Harris. But the other farmers down there, especially the white tea farmers down there,
yep,
are sitting here complaining, and there's ads going up around in rural Mississippi and rural Tennessee, asking people to come pick crops for $16 an hour because everyone bounced. And I don't blame them.
I don't either. But you know what? People don't want to do back-breaking work out in the sun. I'm in Florida. Ain't nobody wants to work in the Florida heat for not even for $16 an hour.
I used to go down. My parents used to send me down in Tennessee every summer. I used to make a little bit of money. I used to go work on either my uncle's farm or my grandfather's farm, and it was hard. That was really hard work. And I wasn't doing everything that everybody else was doing. I was just a kid, but I was still doing the work, and that stuff was hard. So
yes.
I can only imagine to think these people are coming thousands of miles.
Okay, bye, Val.
Into this account and not getting a dime back for it, but yet doing work that most Americans don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
But yet we blame them, but we don't do anything for when, like one of those big corporate meat packers get busted for undocumented migrants being working there. The leadership doesn't get busted, but the little people do.
Well, that's what I said. If they really wanted to crack down on undocumented people here, if there were no jobs for them, they wouldn't come. Go after the companies that are hiring them, and there won't be any jobs for them to come to, and they won't come here.
Exactly.
Don't punish the worker. Punish the people that are hiring them and exploiting them.
Exactly. But we have exploited labor in this country since the beginning, since day one.
Well, yes, because we had slaves first.
Exactly. But then we moved to different forms of slave labor,
indentured servitude, and yep.
And then, I think Arkansas said that children 14 and up can work night shifts in overnights during school. What are we going back to?
We are.
The century?
Yes.
The last century.
Yes, that's what they want. They want to haul us back to the 1800s. Florida's trying to do that too. Trying to make it down to age 14 that they can work up to 40 hours a week during school.
That's absolutely insane. I come from a family that's educated, even though we grew up in the segregated South. My grandfather was born in 1898 to a son of a slave, but he got his doctorate and became a dentist. My grandmother on my father's side can speak 3 languages. One of the things they preference with all their children, you don't get your education. You at least graduate in high school. You got to do that.
Well, education is something they can never take away from you.
Exactly. And that's what I try to preference for my children. And education just them coming and going off to college, going off to trade schools. Education comes in different ways because everybody learns differently.
Correct.
Got to educate.
I agree. Well, I gave you a follow. I really like what you have to say. So I appreciate you coming up and giving us your thoughts today. I really do appreciate it.
I try to listen to you whenever I can. Val also gives some of the best facts.
He does.
Y'all are really great. Y'all keep it up.
Thank
and
you.
we gotta keep fighting this fight. Happy Juneteenth.
Absolutely. Keep fighting the fight. I'm in the trenches with you. Happy Juneteenth to you. Big Fox, did you vote for Trump or Harris?
Harris.
Yay, W's. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm from Tampa, Florida, right down the way from you.
Oh, you're just down the road.
Yep. So I was wondering what you think about the New York mayor primaries going on with Mandani and Cuomo.
I know that there's a lot of money pouring into Cuomo.
I know. I noticed that.
I don't know why. Why are they doing this?
I hate to say this. I'm going to say it. I've been alive.
Is it because he's white?
No, I think. Well, Al Sharpton's backing him too with Cuomo.
Really?
I think it's the establishment. Yeah.
Oh, the establishment definitely. Yeah.
Establishment Democrats. Yeah, I think they're afraid of because Mandani speaks just like almost like a Bernie Sanders type.
Oh, they want to keep centrist Democrats.
Right, exactly. That's what it is. And he's closed. He narrowed the gap. He's leading in one poll, and he's closed. In the other polls, he's closed the gap to like 1 point or something.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's people are waking up. I'm telling you, the establishment Democrats need to step up their game because this.
They need to step. No, what they need to do is step the fuck aside.
Right. Well, they always get. Somebody made a good point. They interviewed somebody on the streets. They was asking about what do you think about the mayor election and whatnot. Who you got? And they said pure and simple that Democrats get paid to lose. You know, a lot of their donors, because both of them have the same donors. We have to come to the realization that both of them are bought by the same special interests. And Democrats usually they promise a lot. They get in there and say, "Oh, well, we'll get around to it. We'll do it. We'll get there."
We need progressives. We don't need centrists right now. We need progressives that are going to go in and get shit done. We need AOCs. We need Jasmine Crockett's. We need people that want to actually do something.
But we also need people that don't fold like the Fettermans.
Yes.
That are actually progressive, not turncoats like the Fettermans, who's been all for Israel. All of a sudden, he represents Israel more than his own people in his own state. I don't understand it. But
I think, to be honest with you, I mean, this is going to sound mean, and I hope it doesn't come across this way because I don't mean it. But after he had that stroke, like he's really changed as a person.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
And I'm not saying that in a mean way because I know that happens sometimes. Like I know that happens sometimes. So I'm not saying it as a dig because I have my grandmother had a stroke and stuff like that. But I'm just saying since he had that stroke, he has not been the same person. And so I think that might have a lot to do with it. And I don't know. That's what I thought. Like I said, that is absolutely a personal. Actually, let me bring Mitria up. Mitria had a stroke as well. Let me see what she says because I hope I'm not hurting her feelings or saying something out of pocket. Mitria?
No, he didn't say anything out of pocket.
Okay.
I would love just to tell you, he uses that as an excuse.
Okay.
He literally says that himself. So.
Okay.
He didn't say anything bad. He says that about himself.
He's worried that that this might not go his way come election time. He'll get voted out. That's what it is.
Oh, I think he'll get voted out.
I have a Canadian friend that's just been telling me all kinds of stuff that we're not getting on our news. And she said that one of the reasons why Trump left the G7 was because some of these things that he was trying to screw up a bunch of the G7 nations over with this nonsense, with tariff nonsense. He wanted to charge them a fee instead of us paying for the tariffs. He was going to charge the importer a fee to bring their product into the country, and a lot of them looked at him like, no.
What?
Yeah, it was. It was instead of usually tariffs on imports should be paid.
Right.
Tax. Well, he wanted to do like a fee for the person or the company or
the shipper, the person who's shipping it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to pay a fee before it gets to the
Oh my God. This man is just a fucking grifter, man.
I swear, I feel like I'm in a Twilight Zone movie every time I wake up.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. This guy is lost his ever-loving mind.
And he's so pissed at Carney because she told me that he hates Carney because Carney's really smart. Carney's like he got his bachelor's in Harvard and it's like PhD in economics and like
Oh, so he knows tariffs are BS. He knows that's not going to do what he wants him to do.
There's no way Trump is going to blackball him or screw him over on any kind of tariff talks. And he knows it.
Right.
He tries to squeeze one in. So what he does is try to say, well, if you want to be a part of that Golden Dome nonsense, you got to pay $70 billion.
Oh my God.
And then she's told me that the 16 F-35s that they received or almost getting ready to receive, they doubled the price. And they said due to inflation, because Carney decided to cut the F-35 program and get Griffins from Sweden. He's purchasing Griffins.
Oh
and
my
everybody's
God.
pissed about that because, we bought a lot of their F-35, or Canada bought a lot of their F-35s initially. But ever since this tariff nonsense and the talk of annexation of Canada, they went right to Europe. Carney said, okay, we're not dealing with it.
I don't blame him. I don't. He's a fucking nutbag, man.
Right. So they said, Carney said no on the Golden Dome. So they're not going to do that. And you just double priced this on the F-35 that we already purchased, which is total nonsense. And kind of find out that she told me that one of the German scientists or engineers found out there were kill switches on a lot of our military equipment that the U.S. was selling to Europe and Canada. And even though they denied it, they found it. Germans found it on one of the destroyer boats or one of the, I think it's some kind of equipment. I think it might have been aircraft or it might have been missile destroyer or something like that. But they found like kill switches on it. Like,
Don't say that. Don't say the K word again.
sorry. I keep forgetting that. But yeah, they found that stuff on there, and ever since then they were like, okay, they're starting to wake up. Like maybe our ally ain't really our ally. Maybe we need to reevaluate some stuff.
As they should. I don't blame anyone for not believing the United States about anything.
Yeah, imagine that. You spending $135 million on a fighter jet, and they add to it. They don't tell you certain things. You got to find out some engineer that was working on it. And it's like, oh, what's this? That's crazy.
That's
Then
crazy.
You get mad because you pull out and want to go purchase another jet from another country.
That's insane.
Yeah, and they get mad. They had an ambassador there from the U.S., and he's just been going off on how Canada's just being mean and blah blah blah. And honestly, I don't understand how he's allowed to stay there because he's been saying some really out of pocket stuff.
I also heard that the next day, Zelensky was supposed to be there.
Right.
The day after he left.
Right. Oh, did you hear about when Trump gave his initial speech there? He was talking about Russia being. You guys should let Russia back into G7. So
Yep.
G8.
Mm-hmm.
Like what in the world? And he makes it so obvious. Like why would he? The reason why he got booted out was because of that.
Crimea.
Yeah. They said no, we're not letting him back in. Like he's
just literally like in front of the whole world simping for Putin.
Right. It's the weirdest thing ever. He's just been so awkward. And all the world leaders have been talking. Now, this came up with, Iran and Israel, which I don't think Israel is going to do too hot going forward because they're the aggressors. They didn't find.
I mean, this is just Bush 2.0. This is like weapons of mass destruction 2.0. The same talking points he's using now against Iran is what he said about Iraq that got Bush to go over and do it. And do you know they didn't send soldiers over? The IDF did not go over and fight in the Iraq war. It was our soldiers that unalived and fought that war, not the IDF soldiers. They sent our guys.
Right. But they had Netanyahu on a video from years ago saying the same thing.
Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. And he's tried it with other presidents, but no other presidents are dumb except for Bush and now Trump because they're both dumb.
Yeah. Exactly. And everybody, you could everybody predicted this was going to happen. They're gonna, because they don't have, like, I heard the stockpile that Iran has of missiles is nothing's infinite, but they come close to it. So they cannot survive
No.
a full-out war against Iran. So they're going to need us, the allies, to come in and help them out. This is all planned by Netanyahu.
Mm-hmm.
So it is. I don't know. This is looking bad. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm really kind of nervous. Everybody should be nervous because Pakistan started talking about, well, you guys attack them, then we're going to attack you.
Oh, it'll be World War III. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know what to say.
And we don't want it. He was like, oh, no new wars. I'm the peace president. I'm the peacemaker and all this bullshit.
I got a question for the Republicans. When are you guys going to hold this guy's feet to the fire? Because
Never.
he's got at least what? He's on number 10 impeachment offenses. And he can't just start a war without congressional approval, which needs 2/3 to go to war with another country. So why nobody speaking up about this? He's talking about, well, I might attack and I might not attack. Wait a minute.
That's because he doesn't care about congressional approval. He's not worrying about congressional approval for anything else.
Yeah, and I think that's an impeachable offense to him saying that he's going to take out another country's.
Yes.
Yeah. So this guy's like on number 10 or 11 impeachable offenses, and nothing said about from the Republicans at all. But
Nope.
Yet, anything, they try to find something on Biden. None of it added up.
They have a special committee to investigate Biden's mental acuity during his presidency. I shit you not. Our taxpayer dollars are going to pay for that horse shit.
Yes, absolutely, just nuts.
It's just it's unbelievable how corrupt the GOP is. But I think that people are waking up and seeing it because they can't blame anything on Democrats. We have no control of the House, Senate, presidency, nothing. We have no control. Anything and everything that happened is at the sole responsibility of the Republicans. And I think people are waking up to like, what the fuck?
Right. And that Tucker Carlson, you see that interview?
Oh, I did. He absolutely served up Ted Cruz on a platter.
He wasn't expecting that. Ted Cruz wasn't expecting that. He thought he was going to go along with what it's saying.
He thought he was going to get the softball questions and.
Right. He said, I don't know. He's supposed to just register. I think he has to register if you're going to what's it called, lobby for a foreign country. You have to register, and that's all he was saying. I said, you're gonna sit there and support Israel the way you are. At least register. And Ted Cruz didn't like that. He's like, well, no, I don't do that.
And they ain't gonna send their kids either.
Well, yeah, you know that they're not gonna.
They don't ever send the rich kids or the government kids. They always send the poor kids.
Speaking of, I'll talk a little bit. You heard about Rick Scott saying that in a big beautiful bill that that Florida should be exempt for the Medicaid expenses, or they shouldn't have to pay for blue states. This guy was in charge of big Medicaid.
Medicare. It was actually Medicare. Medicare fraud. It was the biggest case of Medicare fraud in the state of Florida when he used to run, I think it was HCA, the hospital conglomerate, and fraudulently billing Medicare. And what happened to him? Nothing.
Exactly.
It's not your grandma and your grandpa, and it's the same with Medicaid. The only abuse and fraud that happens with Medicaid, 90% of it is done by hospitals, doctors, and administrations that charge them for services not rendered. It's not the individuals, it's not the kids, it's not the poor people that have Medicaid, it's the people that bill Medicaid.
Right.
They're always going after the wrong people. They blaming the wrong people all the time.
You know what I was thinking? Somebody put this thought in my head. Some of the people on TikTok fight harder than our own politicians or Democrat politicians. I think you should run for office, honestly. Maybe we need to go to the local people that actually know what's going on and actually care.
Shit, I've been on this app 13 months straight, 7 days a week. I've missed 2 days. In 13 months, 7 days a week, and I've missed 2 days.
Wow.
Trying to fight for democracy, trying so hard.
Yeah, You remind me of Johnny. Johnny too. I think he's gonna run for one day. He's gonna run for Congress.
Oh, he absolutely will. He'd be great.
Absolutely amazing. I love.
But it's like I'm fighting harder for this democracy than anybody in Congress.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So many people. I think people on TikTok fight harder than our own elected representatives. It's crazy.
And I used to do it 4 hours a day. Exactly. I used to do 4 to 8 p.m. every single day, 7 days a week, 4 hours a day, every single day. I cut it down to 3, just because there wasn't as much, people coming up and engaging, and I just, got back a little, an hour of time. But I was going hard before the election. I was going hard. I tried like fucking hell to educate these people, and they're like, "You're just fear mongering. He's not part of 2025. You're lying. You're fear mongering."
I think when you're part of it, I think they're too far. They know it, but they can't admit it now. It's too late for them to come out and say it. Yeah, we screwed it up. So they got to double down on it. That's what I think. It's just there's too much facts against what they're saying. They can't even deny it, so they just double down. They're like, no, we're gonna stick with them. Like kind of like Mark Levine did the other day.
Yep.
No, you got to back the commander in chief no matter what.
Yeah, no, you don't. No, you don't. But thanks for coming up, Big Fox. I really appreciate it. I gave you a follow.
No problem. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
You're so welcome. Thank you. I mean, yes, you have to do action too. You got to call your Congress people. You got to write your emails. You got to also put some action behind it. So I understand. Oh, Donna? Oh, I think that was a tapping error. Yeah, you got to put action behind. You got to put some action behind your words. You can't just sit on TikTok all day arguing with people. You got to do something too. I mean, you got to call your Congress people. Not just calling Congress. There are groups that are doing more for the community. Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's community groups. I'm doing what I can.
I actually did want to come up and say something real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. No, it's okay. Go ahead.
You're on Blue Sky, right?
Yes.
Did you see who joined Blue Sky?
I did.
Have you read any of the comments under any of his posts?
No, I won't even dignify him by going to it, but maybe I should. Would I get a laugh?
You should. You
okay.
Get a laugh. Oh yeah.
Yeah, JD Vance. For those who don't know, JD Vance.
Yeah, and it is funny. He's out there trying to spew his transphobic hate on Blue Sky. And
they banned him immediately, and then they let him back on, right?
I don't know. Did they really ban him before? Because he's on there.
As soon as he joined, he did that tweet, that post about transgender people, and he was banned. And then apparently, I don't know if there was a hubbub or blocked his account. Sorry, not banned, but no. Blue Sky knocked him off, and then they let him back on.
Well, they can get rid of him again. He's gonna be useless. But yeah, the post specifically where he's talking about Clarence Thomas's verdict in the Supreme Court. I don't know what to call it. When he's talking about that, like he posts an excerpt from it.
Yes, I saw that. That's the one I'm talking about.
People are giving him all kinds of hell. He's almost got more comments under that post from people than he does followers on Blue Sky.
Everyone's been blocking him on Blue Sky, which is so funny. Everyone's just been blocking him.
So good.
I love it.
But yeah, I just wanted to come up and say that there's a whole new war starting, guys, and it's on Blue Sky. We got to get Vance off of there.
Not many Trumpers go over there. JD Vance joined Blue Sky, and he was immediately banned, and then they let him in. They let him back on, but he made a post about transgender people, and he's just getting ratioed out the ass. So.
And he likes it.
I bet he does. Exactly. You know, I said what I said exactly the way I said it on purpose.
Right. That part.
Exactly.
But I just wanted to come up and see if you had heard that. I know you're always in the know, but we don't talk a lot about Blue Sky, so.
We don't, but I check. I'm on Blue Sky. I check it all day long. I love Blue Sky.
It's so good.
It's so much better than Twitter because there's just not all the trash. Oslo says Vance is a powerless bottom.
Damn.
Oslo, I love you. Oh my god, that was great. Oh my god, that's so funny. All right, anything else, Mitria?
No, that's it. You can drop me. Thank you, love.
You're welcome, love. Now you have time to get ready for your show.
Thank you.
All right, bye. Hi, Mike.
Speaking of guys who like it, I'm just kidding. That was funny. I was just like, oh wow, that's fun.
That was funny.
Jacob dance. I was gonna sing the glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. for Juneteenth, Freedom Day today. Yay.
Freedom Day. Woo, woo, woo.
Yay. I like Oslo. I saw, the other one that he had on there, Lesko. He reminds me of Animal from the Muppets show. Remember Animal?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That's how he used to speak. He's like, me likes this, me likes that.
Oh, that's
like,
funny.
Animal.
That's so funny. I love Oslo. He's so funny.
He's so cute. He's like adorable. I was enjoying it when you guys had him on there earlier.
I was too, thoroughly enjoying it. And we needed that laugh, man. We need the laughs. And I think Oslo is just what we needed to get through this next fucking hellhole shit bag time we're having.
Exactly. And I also like how they did in LA with the Dodgers and ice, and they threw out ice out of the Dodgers game.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't let him in.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. They just kicked him. Oh.
Man, and they're like trying to fight to get in. I'm like, that's privately owned. Like, you can't just bust your way in. You have to have a judicial warrant in order to enter private property for a warrant. So they need for them to kick fucking rocks, bitch.
Exactly. Tell them to get their mask faces out of here.
I mean, the utter audacity. What the fuck?
I know. I like what Oslo just said there. Glory, glory, holy. I know exactly what he's talking about. A glory hole.
Mm-hmm.
For Vance.
I got it too. It was like glory hole. I'm like, oh, I know what that means, but
I'm sure Vance would be delighted if he's at Ashley's Furniture or something, just enjoying himself in the couch section. But
oh my god. If they do 25th Amendment, Trump and J.D. Vance gets into the White House, they're gonna have to remove all the furniture.
Oh no.
You'll never see him. He'll be too busy.
Exactly. And he'll hide all the Maybelline because
Oh, good Lord, yes. Oh my goodness.
all the mascara is gonna be.
That I was gonna say we'll be out of black eyeliner in no time in the stores. We won't be able to find any. They'll be shipping it all to the White House.
Exactly. Did you see that picture that circulated of him in drag like from years ago?
Oh yeah.
From a frat party, and the thing is, it is him. I can tell him. He gives off vibes like crazy to me. I mean, I have my gaydar going, and I'm like, yeah.
Wes, real quick, Wes, thank you for the $1. Here's another $1 because I adore you. Perhaps I can get a Diava follow. I am following you, Wes. I appreciate the $1, but I've been following you, boo. I got you.
35, 39, and all those finger hurts.
Oh my goodness, Lori, thank you so much.
That's crazy. That's awesome. That's awesome. The community here is so awesome. It's always so accepting, loving. And
The brain isn't braining. It's okay. It's Friday Eve.
the brain is I'm in the middle of my weekend. I have had today off today for work of Juneteenth.
Oh, that's right. You had a nice long weekend. Oh no, not weekend. Oh no. Oh, you have a break in that. You have to work tomorrow?
No, I'm off tomorrow too.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, 4-day weekend, so it's right before the 4th. And so I love this Juneteenth holiday.
not only because of what it's
For more than one reason, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because I totally respect what it stands for. I'm reading more on it, and just like you made a point earlier that was really different. It's like you learned about this Juneteenth on TikTok. So did I.
Yeah.
I didn't learn about Juneteenth in school, and I feel like I was so I was so I didn't get the full education I needed and wanted.
We didn't get real history. That's what we didn't get.
Yeah, I feel robbed.
Yeah.
I feel robbed that I never knew about this or Tulsa or any of the things that came up. So I'm glad to celebrate this holiday. I'm proud to stand with all our Black brothers and sisters on this.
Absolutely.
And it happened in Texas, and Texas was Mexico at one point. So Mexicans, I don't know how they were involved in the Civil War, but I have to read up on that. I'm sure they were, but not necessarily like the Black Americans were. I respect it.
And you know that Texas would never have told them people.
Right, that's true.
Like Texas would have just kept them enslaved.
Right. And Mexico outlawed slavery way before the Civil War, and they didn't like Texas having slavery, and that's the big issue they had with Texas. So.
Yeah. I've learned so much on TikTok, which is probably one of the reasons why they want it to go away.
Yeah.
We talk, we learn. Like we saw for ourselves what was happening in Gaza, which was very different than what they were telling us showing us on television.
Yeah, the same with the LA riots too.
And the LA riots and everything else. Like we can see for ourselves, and we talk to each other, and we can be like, "Nah, you're straight up bullshit. Like this straight up bullshit."
The last thing I was astounded. I was just beside myself when the LA things were happening. Disturbances. Not riots, but disturbances. But when that was happening, I saw none of the major networks were showing it.
No.
And I was just on this guy with TikTok that had some people live from LA, and they were saying it's not like the news is saying. It's not like the news is saying. I'm like, wow, that really opened.
And when they showed it, they would show the burning cars. That happened one time, one day.
Exactly. And they kept showing
over and over and over with the burning cars, because that's what's sensationalized. All they care about is the views. And all they care about is the engagement. And it doesn't seem like they care if it's real.
Right. And then you had Trumpers coming in after that saying, "Oh, Los Angeles is burning." Remember,
Yeah, it's on fire. I'm like, no, it's not.
It's like, no.
It's like literally not.
Yeah, I don't know, but this is I don't know what to tell you. We're here together. We're a team, and I'm so happy to be part of this team. I'm so happy every day.
Thank you so much, Mike. Love you too. Take care. Hi, Wes.
Can I be any more? Hey, Diana, can I be any more of a fucking space cadet?
I thought it was cute.
I mean, here's the deal.
I should have just said, "Okay, I'm following you," but I already was, so I didn't want to lie to you.
No, hell yeah, call me out. Like then I was looking for. I don't know why. I was just checking on my backup, and I didn't put two and two together.
That's okay.
How are you, by the way?
I'm good. I mean, as good as we can be in this fucking shit show, but
We're above ground and we're breathing. That's about all we got.
We're up. That's it. My mom my grandpa used to always say, "Well, I'm above the ground. I'm above the dirt, so I guess I'm okay."
Exactly. You'll never guess where I'm headed to tomorrow.
Where?
Get ready for it. The Villages, Florida.
The Villages.
We're gonna be dancing in the town square with me, Ma, and Papa, and we're gonna have our tea for what my dad and stepmom built a house.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Recently, and I just think it's the funniest fucking place on earth. It's like an adult Disneyland, and it's.
Oh, the Villages is a blast. When I was a court reporter, I used to go down to the Villages all the time, and when we had to do depositions of people that were involved in in cases.
Yeah.
And I would have to drive down to the Villages, or over to the Villages to go take depositions and stuff like that. And it's a hoot and a half, man. Those people, everyone has a golf cart. Those people over there live their best fucking life.
Oh, fuck yeah, they do.
Playing pickleball. They got tennis courts. Like, these people are living their life. Just don't take it. Just don't take a shower puff with you. Yes, do not take.
No. You can keep your shower puff. I'm not interested in getting down with grandma or grandpa.
No.
No.
But but they have like their own city. I mean, it's their whole. They have shops and they have dance clubs. They have restaurants, all there where they live. Like they just go everywhere on their own compound. Those people, the 55 and up community, they are living their best life. I will be 55 in 2 years. Best believe. Well, no, I can't. I still have kids. I can't do that. I still have little kids. I ain't gonna let my kids in there.
Young kids.
That's right. Shit. I want to go live my best life, man.
Yeah, you and me both. I just say we go to Mexico.
Well, that's where I'm looking to go.
And we were there in March, and we were looking at some property too. Not far from Tulum, but
That's
that
funny.
would be exciting.
Yeah, I've been fun exploring at least the options. I'm just trying to have a plan. I don't want to be caught. I did not hear the news about alligator Alcatraz, but that doesn't surprise me at all. They're wanting to put like a detention facility in Florida down by the Everglades and call it the alligator Alcatraz.
Oh, Jesus.
These people are sick.
That's disgusting.
They're sick.
Wow.
They're just sick.
Anyway, I will let you go.
All right, Wes, thank you.
Just wanted to come up and say hi to.
Thank you. It's okay. I appreciate it anyway. Oh my goodness. Mitra, are you still here? Could you do a quick commercial so I can run to the restroom? I really have to go potty. I tried to make it all the way to 7, but I literally just can't do it. And after
Yeah,
four,
I can do it.
I was gonna say, and after 4 kids, I better go.
Nope, you're not.
Otherwise, I'm gonna go anyway.
Right. No, I hear you.
All right, I'll be right back.
Hi, everybody. There's currently 314 people in here. I know we're at the end of the show, but please make sure you are still hitting the screen, sharing out the live if you have not. It looks like we're doing good on both fronts. Just in case, so thank you guys for the guests. Just in case, though, let's try to get up to 300K by the end of the live. It's not asking too much. We only have 20 minutes, but let's just try it. If you've not done your daily Heart Me yet, please make sure that you do that, as the algorithm will remember that tomorrow as well. Let's try to get her back on the For You page tomorrow after her banana. TikTok likes to throttle the traffic, I think. Please contribute to the Heart Snap. She's looking for a couple more of those to complete the 100 goal. If you'd like to contribute a little further, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And there's a bunch of really cool stickers that you'll get with that. If you guys can throw those stickers in the chat, please, that would be excellent. Also, if you would like to contribute even further, Diavatalks at Venmo or Cash App. She did have a friendly day today, which was kind of impromptu. I think we're going to see a lot more of these days coming, so she needs to make sure that she's got your support as MAGA is becoming very scarce. Make sure to also check her link in her bio for her merch store. And let's say hi to Diava.
Hi, and thank you so much, Matria. Woo! I appreciate you so much.
You're welcome. I heard my name and I was like, oh, look at the phone. Look at the phone.
I'm sorry. I was trying to make it. I just couldn't do it.
Oh, you're fine. You just have to pull me up. You're good. It's all right.
I know. I just feel bad though. But thank you.
You're welcome, honey. Thank you.
You're welcome. Especially when it gets closer to your time for your live. I don't want to like mess you up with your planning and stuff. So I always feel bad. Hi, Chris. How are you? Thank you guys for. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. That's really loud. Just give me 1 second. Thank you for hitting my goal, guys.
I was wondering if you hear that on your end, because
Oh.
I hear it all the time.
It's so loud. Yes, I do.
Yeah, I have to say, I was up here earlier for Oslo. Oh my God.
Isn't he fucking hilarious?
The best. He's the greatest. And I made some comments and stuff, and Lord knows you can't see every comment, but my favorite is when he's looking down at the box while someone else is talking or looking up.
Right, just like a human would do if they were looking up at the box ahead of them. That's how you know Oslo is very much a professional, and this is not the first time. This person, I believe, has been puppeteering for a very long time.
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Because he looks at the box like, and one time I was on a thing and we were showing a document, and he was using the puppet eyes to like look up and down like he was reading the document. It's absolutely, I mean, this dude's a professional.
Yeah, it's the greatest.
I love it.
Then I popped out and I popped back in, but you know, obviously, I'm sure people know that I'm in Central Florida too.
Yes.
Because, you know, but that whole villages thing, we talked about, you know, back in the day, and I've been in Florida forever, but you know, everybody used to talk about the villages and go, oh my God, the villages, upside down pineapples, all this stuff.
Yep.
You know?
Now it's the scrubbies, the.
Well, what I was gonna say was like, the guy or whoever was up here earlier was like, you know, it was all older people, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm 55.
Oh.
Hang on, man. You know,
Like, oh, that's me. That's me.
you feel like you're young, and then you're like, oh crap.
I know. I know I'm the same way because our brain is not our age. Like the way that we think and we feel about ourselves is not 50. Like I just turned 53. I don't feel 53 at all.
No.
At all.
That is the one thing that my dad always used to say. He goes, Chris,
Thank you, Gwendolyn.
you wouldn't believe how fast it goes. You know, and he's in his 70s, and I'm just like, you know, now I'm telling my kids, and they're in their 20s.
It does go by so fast.
It's so, I tell my son all the time, because he works at Universal, and I go, Ryan.
Both of my kids used to work at Universal.
Yeah, I was like, dude, you have to like start now. If you think this is gonna slow down, you're crazy. You need to like make a plan, get your stuff together.
Yep.
You know, by the time it's gonna be a blink of an eye, and you're gonna be 30. So
Yes.
I didn't really want to come in here and do the whole. I mean, I'm in here with you every day. You know that.
Yes, I do.
I wanted to say I love you, and also I'm in here every day, and I agree with everything you say. And it's so frustrating being up here listening to these idiots go up here and talk crap, especially when they're disrespecting you. I hate it.
I know.
But politically today, you guys kind of covered it. I don't really want to rehash it. We're in friendly time, so.
That's okay. You can talk about anything. What did you want to talk about?
Yeah, it's some scary stuff, man. I don't know how when I saw the video of him in the Oval Office, and I don't know if you talked about this already, but when he looked up at the Declaration of Independence hanging in his office and then mentioned the Civil War, I almost lost my mind.
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes. He's looking at it like, oh.
It was ridiculous.
It's like, oh, how theatrical. Come on, dude. We know you've never read it.
No. And it had nothing to do with it. He's clueless. He has no idea what he's talking about. And I do believe that I want to believe that MAGA is on the decline. There is some, you know, fighting amongst the ranks.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of, they're actually, they're pretty divided.
Yeah, it seems like they're really divided.
Over this Iran thing.
Did you ever think that you were going to get Marjorie Taylor Greene to be divided?
No. And when I agree with Tucker Carlson.
I know. Oh my God. I still can't stand him because.
Oh, I think he's a complete and utter douchebag, but oh my God.
It's just, you know, one for this side, but I think we're on the right track. You know, to try to it's coming to whatever it's going to come to. I just hope it doesn't have to be a war, you know, when we go down that road. I just don't think he knows what he's doing.
No, he doesn't. He's and I said that last time. I said, I hope after the election when I heard he won, I was like, I hope he's as incompetent as he was the first time around.
Yeah.
He's a lot more dangerous, but he's still fucking everything up. He's still incompetent no matter what. He's still an incompetent boob.
100%. incompetent. Always has been. The problem now, and just like Val was saying earlier, it wasn't really him, even though for some reason he gets followers. But it's that Project 2025 that's
Yep.
gonna be. That's a big deal.
It
It
is.
was always about that. You know, and he was probably honest when he goes, I don't know anything about that.
That's
The
true.
one thing that he probably didn't know anything about or could plausibly
Because you
deny-
know that bitch didn't read a 900-something page book to know what was in it.
Right, he's not really lying.
He don't even read his daily briefings. You did hear me say that one time that they were talking, because half of fucking Fox News works there. They were making their daily briefings like Fox News reports because he wouldn't read the daily briefings. So they were giving it to him like a Fox News style so he could get his daily briefings, national security briefings. I mean, Jesus Christ.
That is the saddest thing I ever heard. I also went down the Hegseth rabbit hole when he was, in Congress appearing in there, and that was brutal too. I told you about that. I was like, he's getting his ass handed to him.
Oh yeah.
But the problem is
He is so scared of Trump. He is so scared.
Yeah.
He wouldn't answer a single question.
He's a bootlicker, and that's all they all do is avoid the question, not answer. That's the most frustrating thing to me is they don't answer anything.
Nope.
They just
Well, that's a hypothetical. No, it's not. I don't answer hypothetical. Like, they just won't answer anything.
Right,
He's like, well, the president would never ask me to do something illegal. Oh, shut the fuck up. We all know better than that.
They're all yes or no questions.
Right.
I mean, as simply as, do you believe in the Constitution? Let's just say that. If they asked him that, he would go, well, Senator.
They asked him if he would follow the Supreme. They asked him if he would follow. If they asked Heseth if they would follow the Supreme Court rulings, he goes, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like, you couldn't even say yes to that.
Yeah. Oh God, I'm exhausted.
No shit, man. We're 5 months in. People are like, oh, we're 6 months in. No, we're not. We're literally only 5 months in.
I really would like to take a break from it, but I can't.
I would like to live in precedented times instead of unprecedented times.
We go back to boring politics where we weren't paying attention.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. Biden was boring. He had a boring presidency because he was just doing his job. They like the theatrics of it. It's boring to them. They want the entertainment. And politics is not supposed to be entertaining. That's why they're like, what did Biden do? It's sleepy Biden. Why? Because he wasn't stirring up trouble every day. He wasn't coming out and bragging every day. He wasn't coming out and making a mockery of this country every day. Like, they were looking for political theater instead of politics.
Oh, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about was, and in every live I've been on, and Trad and that guy's a maniac. But most of them, when they talk about, you remember it was, well, I voted for Trump because he said no new wars. No new wars, no new war. So when you bring that up to them, they're on board.
Yes.
We'll never get that.
It's the hypocrisy. It's the hypocrisy. They're just hypocrites.
So aggravating. I just can't understand, and then you can't argue with them about it because they always have some ridiculous response.
Well, Biden.
Right. Biden. Oh my God. Well, listen,
Mike, leave that poor man alone. Jesus Christ, man.
I know the man is struggling. He did a good job. If they really did their research, they would know he did a good job. They all just listen to, I always said it from the beginning, Trump says things loud enough and often enough, and people will believe it. He knows how to do that. That's the one gift he has is manipulation.
Well, Don the Con, that's what they do. And he's a master at branding, which is how you slap your name on everything. So it's always in people's face. And he said in his book, and he has said it on TV, that if you say the same thing over and over again, whether it's true or not, people will believe you.
That's right. He studied that. I guarantee you he knows what he's doing.
Absolutely. He does.
Well, listen, I will let you go, my love.
Okay, Chris, thank you.
I will talk to you guys soon. Love
Okay.
everybody. Have
Yeah.
a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Diana,
Yes.
I'm so sorry. have not been very active here today. I thought that I was going to be able to jump in and out. I do have to ask for your permission to ask for some help again.
Sure.
I've been dealing with my pup today.
Yeah.
He's been having a rough day.
I'm sorry,
we
honey.
have to go back for our final treatment tomorrow.
Okay.
And damn it.
Hey, it's okay. You're allowed to cry. This is your puppers. We know you're struggling, and we know he's struggling.
Because like all day I'm trying to hold together with my wife. It triggered her today when she went to the vet, thinking about our other pup that passed here recently. And we have one more treatment. And if anybody, I promise you, $1 will do. If it can just help us get through this period of time. We spent about $800 today. We're going to spend about $600 tomorrow, but then that'll be it. And so I don't expect anybody to take away my financial responsibility or my burden, but it will help us be able to keep gas in the car. It will help us be able to make sure that the lights stay on, and that way we can get back and forth and pay off this debt that we put ourselves in, taking care of our puppy. His name is Bo, and when we're all done with this, I'm going to show you guys all pictures, as many as I can, so that you can see who you took care of and who you cared about enough to take a moment and help out this wild fella that comes on TikTok and yells at people and screams out for human rights and will continue no matter what to do so. I appreciate your time and consideration. It's not easy to ask for help, but I do need it. Everybody, thank you.
And Fang257, that's your Venmo, and then $DZane123 is your Cash App.
Fang-C-5 is my Venmo, and the DZane, the cash sign, DZane 123 is my Cash App.
Okay.
I appreciate it. I'm going to shut my mouth, and like I said, $1. It'll change my trajectory for the next upcoming months. Thank you.
Does it Fang? Does it say Omar as your?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
That's my crazy name.
Okay, I'm just.
No. It's all good because I've exposed myself a few times on here, and they don't know the last name, so they ain't not coming.
Exactly.
So I'll be all right. Thank you, everybody. I see people sending me things, and I'll try and make sure I don't say anybody's real name. Thank you, Electric Gal, for the $20 Cash App. I'm going to write people's names down, and I'm going to come up here and thank you all one by one. I appreciate it. And I know Logic Gal wants to talk, so I'm going to shut my mouth now.
Cash App is D as in David, Zane, ZANE 123. It's in his username. It's literally his username. It's the DZane 123. Logic Out, how are you?
Feeling like an asshole now.
Why?
Well, the thing is I mean, I come into the live and I participate and stuff like that, but every time I sound like a needy bitch anytime I go into your live. Anytime I get into a panel, what I was going to do is ask if I could put something in the altruism section of your Discord.
Sure.
I don't want to get into too many details.
Yeah, go, please do.
You know pretty much why I'm at a point where we don't have much time left.
Okay.
So I just want to put something in there.
Yeah, please do. You're more than welcome to.
Okay, thank you so much. That's all I really needed.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Everybody go to the altruism channel on my Discord server. If you're not in my Discord server, it's in the link tree in my bio. Oh, thank you, Philip. Thank you, Logic Al. Fang, you can say you can do some thank yous if you want to. There's nobody else.
Teresa, I don't know if I'm saying, but I'll say Teresa. I won't say last name. Teresa, thank you. I really don't know how to thank you except to let you know that from my soul, I don't know how people believe in the same world that I do, but you apparently do.
Teresa is love to garden. So.
Oh, it's love to garden. That's right.
Yes.
Thank you, love to garden. You had my back the other day, and I can't thank you enough.
She's wonderful.
If you ever need anything from me, if you, no matter what it is, you please send me a message, and I will do it. I will do it because to have somebody take the time out and to support me like this, and I'm walking through some terrible times, it means the world. Thank you. And I keep having to go back and look at everybody's name, but I think it's wise. Yes, thank you. And again, I keep having to go backwards to look, so I apologize for not calling everybody out. You changed my life. Diava has changed my life for giving a crap about this guy that comes out of nowhere to talk with her. I don't know how to say these things. Like I usually feel like I just grab words from my gut and throw them out there, but I want to be very concise with my words.
Well, just wise yes is Maui wise.
Oh, Maui wise.
Maui wise.
Thank you.
Did you get mine?
Let me see.
I just want to make sure it went through because I sent it a bit ago.
I got it, and I love you too.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Wow.
I just wanted to make sure that you speak from the heart and you're not asking for yourself. You're asking for your dog. And it's no difference if somebody came up here and asked for their dog, for their kid. It's not like you're less like, here, give me money, and all this kind of stuff. You're just asking for the kindness of people's heart for people who want to and who can. And that's what I always say. If you can donate to help support my life, thank you. If all you can do is tap the screen, I'm cool. Someone wants to know if you got something from Allison. And I think Chris as well. I think people want to just make sure that you got it. That's all.
Yes, to Allison and Chris, and thank you. I really am going to, even if I have to, I think I may even do a live one day, see if people show up for me to just thank everybody. And
yes, the name is Omar. When it comes up, the name is Omar, yes.
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. It's Omar, and if you go to Venmo, it's the one with Ruth Bader Ginsburg with a crown on her head.
Queen.
She's the queen.
I'm really Venmo. Say the Venmo one more time.
Fang-C-5.
Fang-C-5.
Yes, Fang-C-5. Yeah, so tomorrow will be the end of these treatments, and I won't be freaking out quite as much. There's going to be the recovery time, but the injections will be over, and we'll be able to see how it's handled, how the treatment's handled.
Yeah.
See if his
KG wants to know if you got her Cash App. I think her name is not K, but it begins with a K. Kreiner, I think it is. Venmo is Fang dash C, the letter C dash what Fang?
Oh, Fang dash C dash 5.
Dash 5, okay.
And I did get it. Thank you.
Is it Bo or Mo?
It's Bo. B-E-A-U.
B-E-A-U, okay. Like Biden's son. Aw.
That's right. And my wife, when we rescued him, said that it's like not like the B-O, like Bo, like my Bo.
Aw. That's sweet.
Yeah, she is a sweet woman. She cuts like a knife when she wants to.
Right?
But she's mostly sweet.
I'm sweet too, but I can cut you like a knife too.
Thank you, Mary. I just saw what came through, and thank you. I don't know what else to say to you, but I'll say it one more time. Thank you.
Boxer Mom, I know I'm running a little over, but did you have something for us?
Just real fast, I would think I'm sending hugs to you and your pup and your wife, your whole family. I know how that is, and my heart goes out to you.
That's so hard.
I was trying to type in there. You're welcome. I was just wanting to double check. Is it the Cash App is it the thingy in your bio that we use?
Cash App is D Zane 123. It's in his name.
Oh, it's right there.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a screenshot. That's okay, Diava.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
D Zane 123.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure that I was doing the right.
And the name that comes up is Omar.
Okay.
So when you type in D Zane 123, it'll say Omar as the name above the D Zane 123, and that's the right one.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. And I got to talk to Jen the other night.
Oh, good.
She came up for a minute on Kim's live.
Okay.
And I did not know this, but she told me about it. Did you know you can write to other presidents for them to send you a flag in honors from them?
No.
Yeah.
Are you going to write to Obama?
Absolutely. That's who my
Fuck
dad
yeah.
Absolutely. Because he told us whenever he got elected, he said, girls, this is how did he put it? Girls, this is amazing. This is where the U.S. needs to be. He didn't say quite like that, but he was like, this is progress. And he just loved Obama. And so, yeah, we're going to write to him.
Okay, awesome. Good.
Yeah. Jim had told me about that. I had no idea.
I did that either.
Me neither, so that made me feel better. So, yeah, we're going to do that so he gets the proper
Hell yeah.
honors.
Yes. I want that. I want you to have that.
Yeah. Yes.
I think that
So
would
my
make you
mom's
feel
all
so much better.
Yes. Okay, Ray, I'm going to stop harping on this flag thing.
No, it's important. I know exactly why you feel that way because I would be very, very angry too. I think it's gross. And I would feel exactly the same way you did. So
Yeah. Like my dad always told us, anybody that wants a WAR has never fought one.
Yeah. Real quick, KG, thank you for the $5 for me, for all you do. Have some wine therapy on me. Thank you, KG.
Wine therapy. That's hilarious.
Thank you guys for always coming together for this community. I mean, this community is just so beautiful and special. And you guys are so generous. And I really appreciate that we come together for our friends and help whenever there's a need. I love that. And just so you know,
such a great community, and
yeah.
I'm forever thankful for that.
I am too. And I'm extremely thankful that, this community is so generous and so willing to help out our fellow community members in their time of need for different reasons. And it's beautiful. It's such an ugly world that we're living in right now. It's beautiful, and it restores a little bit of hope and faith in humanity.
Absolutely, and anything for our animals as well. So
That's true.
I completely understand the thing, sending you virtual hugs, and that whenever you get what's needed, that can then have a great life.
Yep.
I hope so.
And for the people that can't afford to give, I also don't want you to feel bad. Everyone is in a different position financially, and some people are just not able to give. And I promise you, nobody thinks anything bad because I've been there myself. So don't ever think that you're just being here or you tapping or you just coming to show your support for me is not enough, because it is. Not everyone's able to give so I just don't want anyone to feel bad. Anyone to feel bad because you can't afford to give. I don't ever want anyone to feel that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why people that give can, and those who can't don't, and that's okay.
Well, I'll read y'all a poem tomorrow or something.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go. I'm so sorry.
Kick me out, so it doesn't hurt your algorithm. But
I got you.
I'm sending all my thoughts.
Thanks, Boxer Mom.
Thank you, Diava.
I'll bring it up a little earlier tomorrow to make sure you get your poem in.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right, bye. Fang, any more words before we leave? I want to make sure you, Chase, please stop. Chase, thank you. Sorry.
I don't want to make people cry, but this is what comes to my heart. We walk through this world with each other. Our family doesn't always walk on 2 feet. An angel carried me 12 years, and her name was Bentley. And I have a boy that his name Bo. My dog Bo needed you, and you stepped up and showed me that you care about my family. If you ever need anything, you are my family, and I will step up and be there for you. Thank you so much. God bless you all.
Love you, Fang.
I love you back.
That's beautiful. You know what? I don't think anything more needs to be said after that. Yeah, I'm crying for sure. I'm trying to keep my shit together. That's beautiful. So, anyway, guys, I'm so sorry. Jimmy's like, I just joined. What happened? It's a love fest. Nothing terrible. Just a love fest. And we're feeling all the emotions that come with it. Fang, I wish you the best tomorrow with your puppers at their appointment. I hope that the love that you feel from this community holds you together and keeps you strong. And know that all of us are behind you, giving you virtual hugs and giving you the comfort that you might need to stay strong.
You are.
All right. Have a good night, Fang.
You too.
Thank you. All right, guys. Thank you guys for being here. That was so special and emotional. Oh. Thank you guys for your generosity. Nothing's wrong with Fang. We're crying because it was a happy thing. But I gotta go. I'm way past my time. I gotta go get these kids dinner. But I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your generosity, the likes, the loves, the taps. But thank you for being here. Happy Juneteenth. Happy Freedom Day. I love this beautiful community we have, and I'm just so grateful for you. And I just couldn't love you more. So I just want you to know how much I appreciate you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you at 4 p.m. and we'll do this all over again tomorrow. Okay? Mwah. Have a good night. I love you guys. All right. Thank you, YouTube and Twitch. We'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. to do this all over again. See you later. Primo, get a life.